Here's a quick word from our sponsors. All right, people, let's talk about something important. If you're spending any time online, you need a VPN. And the best in the game is NordVPN. Think of a VPN like a PIN code to your phone. You don't want just anyone snooping through your messages. But with Nord, your online activities are encrypted, shielding you from hackers and anyone else who shouldn't be snooping around, even the curious ones at home. Now, we also know the big issue. 3 p.m. football in the UK. It's off limits. Can't watch it, can't stream it. You even think about looking for it, you get shut down faster than Spurs in the title race. But if you were in, say, Australia, America, or somewhere else, it wouldn't be an issue. And with NordVPN, you could change your location with just one click. Obviously, we would not be able to do that. But if we did, it would work perfectly. But it's not just about sports, even though you know we love sports. But with Nord, you can access international streaming sites and more, giving you all the best entertainment choices. So grab the deal at nordvpn.com/AFTV Live for 4 extra months on a 2-year plan. This is a limited time offer and it's always risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. Thanks to NordVPN, and let's get back to this video. Yes, people, welcome back to AFTV and big up Nord for sponsoring this Matchday Live. All the links in the description. I've actually got mine on right here. I'm currently in Boston, the United States. So yeah, I'm there in Boston. It's all fun. But I'm actually here joining you all for the Matchday Live. It's Arsenal versus Crystal Palace. 8 p.m. kickoff. We have about 10 to 12 minutes until kickoff. I'm joined by James, Turkish, and Laurie. Gentlemen, welcome back to your workplace. How are you feeling? Everyone good?
Excited to watch some football. Yeah, good. Good way to spend a Wednesday night.
Yeah.
What about you guys? Are you tuning into other Premier League games? Like, did you tune into City Villa yesterday?
I had it in the background.
I've switched off from football.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'll be honest.
Do you know, I've been more tuning into the Champions League. I've loved watching. And look, obviously, City. That was actually, I didn't realise it was a big game yesterday, City Villa.
Yeah.
But I just wasn't really that switched on. I think with a couple of weeks to go, the Champions League race is actually quite exciting. But I feel like we're pulled away from that. So I don't feel like we're particularly involved. Famous last words. But yeah, no. Yeah.
No, I'm with you. I'll be honest, I switched off a little bit. Shouldn't be doing that. Should be watching as much football as possible. But Premier League, it's pretty much done. So Champions League's where my eyes are glued to.
Is everyone officially relegated?
I think so, yeah. Isn't it?
Would it, or is it like Ipswich are?
Leicester and Southampton are officially
Okay. Ipswich needs some major goal swing as well as a point swing.
They're done.
Yeah.
It was
They're
like
done.
15 points, something crazy anyway, like for them to get back into it.
And that's why I was kind of glad to see Leeds come up, because I think Leeds next season will spend a bit of money and stay up. I think the 3 teams that have come up this season, got to say, man, they've been poor and they've not really enhanced in any way the Premier League.
I feel for them though.
Really.
There's clearly a trend that teams coming up are struggling for whatever reason, and maybe the gap between the Premier League and the Championship is great. I don't know.
But you know what? When for
for
example, Luton. So when they came out, they went back down, but they gave it a good go, man. They were fighting to the end. Look when they played us.
Yeah.
I mean, they provided some entertainment.
I felt like Ipswich were like that though at one stage. They were causing a lot of teams, a few teams.
Whenever I
some
watched
problems.
Ipswich, I thought they were right, except for against us, and I thought we battered them. But yeah, otherwise I thought they were okay. But
Leicester,
but they
and
never picked up the
Southampton
points.
in particular, have been awful.
Southampton have been yeah. So yeah, I hear you. Maybe is it
They just weren't quite as good as Tottenham and Man United, I suppose.
Yeah, that's the key thing.
So
Imagine them in a relegation scrap. Right, let's run through kind of what was discussed before in the starting 11 show. So you'll know the starting 11s. If not, I'll read out to you guys now. Turkish was on the starting 11 show, so I won't get too much of his opinion because he probably said a lot of it on there, unless he wants to jump in. Starting 11 for Arsenal is David Raya, Jurien Timber, William Saliba, Jakob Kiwior, Miles Lewis-Skelly. That's the back line. Midfield 3, our strongest midfield 3 in my opinion, Thomas Partey, Declan Rice and Martin Odegaard. And we'll talk about Thomas Partey in a second because there's some news that got released earlier. Raheem Sterling in the front line. Laurie, to be fair to Laurie, wait, is this the 11? Is this the front line you chose? Sterling, Trossard, and Gabriel Martinelli.
No, I had Ben White in ahead of Timber. I thought they might have arrested Timber.
But the front line.
Yeah, I did say that. I did say Sterling.
Did you? I thought you wanted. Oh, fair enough. I wanted one here.
No, I said Sterling.
Yeah.
But I'm surprised in a way that the manager's gone with Sterling because he has had so few minutes recently. Yeah. But listen, man, I know some others might disagree, but I'm happy to see Sterling start. Oh, yeah. I still got some faint belief that between now and the end of the season, he can, if not justify his loan deal, at least show what he's capable of. I still hold out that he's got something left to show.
Yeah, well, let's hope so. I mean, you're happy Sterling's starting. I'm sure you're happy Eddie and Kate are starting as well for Crystal Palace.
Yeah, big up Eddie, man. Yeah, I'm glad to see.
Laurie's birthday. What's going on?
Eddie and Sterling.
As for you,
on the pitch.
as for you, let me tell you this.
Go
Right? I went to a family function, and Robbie will back me up on this because he was there.
Yeah. Go on.
Went to a family function, and there was a lot of people in the building, and the vast majority of them were Arsenal fans, and the subject got onto AFTV, as it always does with family functions. And I big up my cousin Tony, and he was very critical of my boy Turkish. Yeah. I had to be defending you. That's how it was.
What's he saying?
He said how you're miserable, you don't give Sterling a chance, you never gave Eddie a chance.
Was that his argument there?
Yeah, the man was, he was coming for you, bro. In the end, I had to be the one, no, he's a cool guy, man. You go, no, man, that guy's miserable, bro. And I had to be the one defending you. I hope you know that.
Totally. Got real friendly.
It should be Sterling defending himself, but he's out there. But it's 90 minutes today, isn't it? Let's see.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
Big up Tony.
Big up
Tony, my cousin Tony, man. He's a lifelong Arsenal fan, hardcore AFTV fan. It's my blood, man.
And a Sterling fan, I'm assuming, then as well. Or,
you know what? He's not, I wouldn't say he's overly a Sterling fan.
Man.
He's just saying that you've been.
Man, that's heritage tax.
Kind of.
What's going on here?
Kind of, because but you know what it is.
It ain't GA tax. Or it ain't.
No, but you know what it is, right? He was born in Jamaica, so he's Jamaican.
Okay.
But he's not like a hardcore rabid Sterling fan. He's one of them man said, look, he's not really done it.
Give him some time.
But what he was saying is that you've been on his case from day one. So
yeah, because don't worry.
But we'll see tonight.
Soon come to an end.
All right, so I've run through the Arsenal starting 11. I'll run through the subs quickly before I give out the Crystal Palace 11. Kieran Tierney's on the bench. Saka's on the bench. Zinchenko, Neto, Butler, Odeji, Goa, Henry Francis. I believe that is. I haven't clicked the full name. I'm sure it's Henry Francis. Kiwior and Ethan Nwaneri. So it's quite a young bench. Got many options bar Saka if you're looking at attacking options. Obviously the youngsters, but experience. Oh, and Ethan Nwaneri, sorry. Experience and skill there. So for Crystal Palace, it's Dean Henderson in goal, not Matt Turner. Matt Turner's on the bench. If you guys saw the stream yesterday, me and Curtis, the last 10 minutes, if you got a quick... I mean, the game's about to start. Don't leave the stream. But if you after the stream, we have a very good laugh.
Leave the stream quickly.
Bro, just quickly. Curtis predicts 3-1, yeah? No, 2-1. He predicts 2-1. We had a Palace fan on. I had a friend who's a Palace fan, so I brought him on for the last 10 minutes. He goes, Oliver Glasner said that Eddie's starting. Curtis goes, 3-0. Yeah. And then I go to Curtis. I said, do you know Matt Turner's there? He went, 5-0. and then I go, Rob Holding might be recalled back. He said, he just dropped dead and said 10-0. He said, you had... And then we just... And the funny thing is the Palace fan, so I'm not just berating our players, the Palace fan was crying. Because he was like, the funny thing is I agree. And then Curtis was like, didn't you have Tavares on loan as well? He goes, no, Lokonga. And we went, same thing. Just dying. It was good banter. But listen, big up the ex-players. But it was a good last 10 minutes of the stream. But it's in the starting 11.
Up the ex-players.
Yeah. Dean Henderson, Lerma.
How can you say 3-0 after hearing it?
That's crazy. We added the goal and we lost it. You understand it. Lacroix. How do you say his name?
Lacroix, I think.
Lacroix. Actually been pretty good this season. Lerma on the back line. Gay as well. Big up Gay. Munez. Davini. Wharton. Mitchell. They've gone with a back five, but we'll see how that plays out. Kamada and Eze. I hope I said that right. And Eddie Nketiah in the 9.
Keep an eye on Wharton, man. He's a good player.
Has he been?
I know you were saying this season he's maybe not been as good.
He's dropped off
as the kind of 6 months he had when he signed in January of last year, but I think there might be room for a player like that in our squad. Well, actually, probably not now.
Yeah.
Actually, probably not. If it is Partey and Zubimendi next year, and then it's Rice and Marino, then actually the room is for a creative player, which I've been calling for, but let's see. They
have rotated a lot, though. Do you understand the reason that Palace have rotated? Does it make sense? Obviously, the FA Cup on the weekend, but they've actually... No, Mateta's on the bench, but he's not starting. Sars on the bench.
Hughes, I think, as far as I'm aware, is a starter for them. Yeah.
Hughes as well, yeah, he's there.
Yeah, Who they got? They've got
Mateus Franco, who's there.
They've got City,
there was that signing. Oh, sorry.
No, sorry.
In the cup.
They've got Villa.
Villa, yeah.
Like
on
Villa,
fire.
they are on fire, but it wouldn't. I mean, Palace have had Villa's number for the last few meetings. I think they've had some really good results against them. I think they'll be fancying themselves. I don't know.
You reckon? Villa looking good at them. I watched
Villa
their
looking
game
brilliant.
yesterday against City. They
You're
were
going to
unlucky
Wembley though. You've got this one chance. No, I think Villa go through. I think Villa will be in the final.
You reckon? Sorry, you reckon Villa?
I think Villa will go to the
Oh
final.
right, sorry, I
but-
thought you meant Palace. No,
But I think Palace will
They'll
be.
put up a good fight.
I think when I say fancying themselves, I think they'll be believing they can do it.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
And really
Yeah.
thinking, we turn up, play our football on the day, then they'll.
Yeah, I
the
mean,
final.
on the
Is that
day,
this weekend? I mean, that. Do you know what? Good weekend of football, to be fair.
It's a great weekend of football. It's a great weekend of sport. I know the man next to you, to your right there. I know how much he was talking to me beforehand about the big fight on Saturday.
What was
A
it?
real combat sport.
Yeah, it's a big fight.
What do you say, James? What fight is it? Is that what you said?
Eubank and that.
Is it? Okay.
Eubank Jr.
Jr.
versus
and,
Conor Ben.
Yeah, big fight.
What was I meant to know?
See Curtis, sorry, Turkish
Not
there,
really.
salivating.
I did know that was coming. I heard them talking about Talk Sport. I'm not that. Yeah, I'm sort of in and out with boxing.
Yeah, man.
You must be looking forward to that, yeah?
When's KSI fighting?
Yeah.
When's KSI fighting?
No, I'm talking real fights.
No, I'm looking forward to it.
We ain't
It'll be a good
talking
fight.
real fighting. Let's get that right. Yeah, we'll reword that a bit different.
Well,
Because real fighting is mixed martial arts.
come on.
No,
I thought we'd laid that to rest by now.
no, not just out there. What did you do just out there? You went,
Some
MMA
you went
moves.
MMA
I
real
did,
quick.
I
real
did,
quick.
but, you
15
know.
seconds in, it was MMA. Okay.
Quickly, so we're gonna we'll head back to the game now. The players on the pitch and line up. Any thoughts? We can skip past the 11s. We've done the talking topics. But before we get to kick off, Arsenal want Thomas Partey from David Ornstein, an Orny bomb.
Sorry, what was that? Say that again?
It's from David Ornstein.
Because I wasn't aware of that. What
So
was it?
Arsenal want Thomas Partey to stay.
Oh, nice one.
In talks over a new contract for the 31-year-old midfielder. Happy at Arsenal and family enjoying London life. Ghana International open to improved 2-year deal or 1 year with a 1-year option. Will consider alternative options if agreement cannot be struck.
So it's funny because myself and James were talking about this on the watch along we did at the weekend, and I was saying that I'm surprised that we've not heard anything about a new deal as yet. And I know there was some kind of difference between the two camps. I think Partey had been offered a 1-year deal but was holding out for 2. And I was saying that the way he's played this season, he deserves a 2-year deal.
But yeah, he does. He does for the way he's been playing. But again, the club, from a club's perspective, they'll be looking at it and saying he's aging. They've probably this Zubimendi thing is.
Did you not see the run the man made the other day?
I know.
I don't call that aging, bro.
I'm in line with what the club think. I'm just saying this is how they're probably perceiving it. And what I heard from a source, they said, they obviously, I think this other Martin Zubimendi deal's pretty much done. So will Partey get the minutes he's got of this season? Maybe not. Does he wants? He wants to be secure. He can go to Saudi. So he wants 2 years, but the club are looking at, same with when they saw.
Do you think he deserves a 2-year deal? Do you guys think that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So give him a 2-year deal, man. I mean,
The only doubt
performances
about
this
him was
season.
injuries, but this season he's been clean.
he's been amongst Arsenal's best players this season. Not only that, you have to factor into the equation that for large spells of this season, okay, maybe not large spells, but at different spells of the season, he's come in at right back and he's played well at right back as well.
Yeah. And that quality
So-
ain't cheap, even if he's 26 years of age. So
if you can save a bit of money there and
He's on big wages.
put that on the striker,
Not that's my money that I'm spending. But
do you think that makes sense?
yeah, I like Thomas Partey.
I think the midfield does need some sort of rebuild, but I think Zubimendi is a part of that, and I think we need a creative type. If Jorginho's going to, and Arteta seems reluctant to use Rice regularly in the 6, then yeah, absolutely, there's room for a Partey, and his performances this season have been more than good enough for another year or two at this level in the Premier League, you'd think. So yeah, we'll see if they come to an agreement, I suppose.
It'll have to be a rotation year, that second year though. It's all right, it's a 1-year option. I understand a 1-year option. We've just kicked off. That is it. The last kind of breaking news is Mika Moreno's obviously not in the side, he's not even in the squad. It said that he's had a knock. I actually think that is smokescreen, personally. Maybe not. I don't know if anyone believes that or believes it's actually truly a knock. Or
I just rather Marino and White were at least on
Rest.
the bench.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? White sort of been in, out. It's really weird. I've never kind of seen this before. But anyway, we'll see.
I'm surprised he's not starting today.
he's in the stadium apparently. Was that right? I don't know who confirmed that. But apparently he's in the stadium. Watching.
I'm glad.
So is he
Sterling's
injured
starting.
again then?
Apparently, he wasn't fit to be involved. Nor was Marino, according to Arteta. By the way, we do have a super chat. Suj was just saying 8 games to go. Big up, everyone. Good to see you as always, Suj. Hope you are well.
I like that. You said 8 games to go. I know that's optimistic, isn't it? So there's 5 Premier League games, and of course he's talking about the 2 semi-finals and the final.
Okay.
Truthfully,
So
I
I
like
get
that.
it. I like
truthfully,
it.
3 games.
Yeah,
like
very
it.
good.
From my perspective, but he's right. I shouldn't think like this.
8 more wins.
3 more wins, man.
Anyway, we have kicked off. Interesting to see kind of what the intensity is like from both teams. I think ultimately our games, it's in a week, so you still expect some sort of intensity from Arsenal because they need to keep that rhythm in the legs. Palace, you can imagine there's a little bit more eye on the game on Saturday. If they're playing Sunday, it'd be one thing. They're literally at Wembley in 3 days' time against Villa.
Yeah, that was my only concern with this game. It's kind of got that kind of pre-season friendly feel about it, hasn't it?
A little bit.
You got Crystal Palace, who are, like you said, James, a couple of days away from their biggest game of the season. And we're a few days away from our biggest game of the season. So
You're right. I mean, the Rich, big up Rich from Eagle Eyed Football. He came on the live yesterday, and I said, "What's your score prediction?" He said, "Bro, I don't care." I said, Turkish pretty much, and James, when we did the preview, pretty much said the same thing right at the end. They were like, "Let's wrap this up. You tried, but we're not thinking about this. We're looking at Champions League. He's looking at the FA Cup. He goes, I don't care what the score is going to be." I was like, wow. So hopefully we can bring you the entertainment and enjoyment during this watch along. We have a free kick, and let's see if we can just, it might be story time for a lot of this watch along, unless Arsenal provide the goods. Most assists this season, set piece goals. Sorry, 15. Yeah, Arsenal and
So they've
Palace.
caught up with us. That number changes every time I see it. I thought it was 22 at one point.
What a goal!
Hey.
Goal! Yes, he was started.
Kiwior.
That was a beautiful header, you know.
Top corner. Go on then.
Beautiful header.
Go on then.
Do you know he went over to Erdogan and had a pretty lengthy conversation with him before he took the free kick?
That's a great
Very
header.
nice.
And then
Jakub.
And it's in the flow of his trajectory since coming in. Like he's
Who called him?
improved.
Good on him.
Dan Potts called him Jacob. Don't call him Jacob. Jakub Kiwior.
He's on.
He's on.
Yeah.
It's a great header, top corner.
That's a brilliant header.
I mean, it just done the keeper. Very nice.
Hey, who said it's game?
Because it's actually quite a lofty cross, isn't it?
The marking is
And he's had to-
horrendous
yeah,
though. Look how
what
much
he did.
space he has.
Sinketia marking him. It was. It was.
Started already.
I'm just analysing.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
I'm just
It wasn't
analysing.
him.
It wasn't.
It wasn't him
Nketiah.
marking. He was in the picture, but it wasn't
you
him
sure?
marking him. Yeah, it wasn't.
But
It
even
was Mark
Kiwior
Gay.
went round to see,
It
and
was
then.
Mark Gay who was marking him.
Are you sure?
There was 2 of them running for the
Mark
same.
Gay,
None
number
of them were
9,
near the
yeah.
ball. 1-0 Arsenal. 1-0 Arsenal.
Where's
3
the
minutes.
Nicholas Yova credit, eh?
Paint
Well
another
done.
mural. I'm taking.
It's a bit racist here.
I think that could be a yellow card, you know.
A bit suspect.
Bit racist.
What are you trying to say? We all look the same.
I saw the number 9 on the back, mate. It's gay number 9.
I
Tell
don't
me
know,
that.
man. I don't know. What do you reckon, Cecil? I
Tell me
interpret that
Look,
as
man
just-
reached for
you
Cecil.
saying that we all look
Man
the same,
reached
man.
for Cecil to back it up.
I don't know race conversation. I'm joking. That's
Yeah,
funny.
man.
That's
What's going on, bro?
Yeah,
Like,
number
come
9,
on,
bro.
man.
They have a free kick in a similar position. We should have
No,
to-
no, no,
we
don't
can
let him
now-
get
we
off
can
with that,
now
man.
pick it up. Hopefully we can
Don't let him
identify who's who.
I don't know, man. Hey.
You've been spending
What
too
you
much
trying
time
to
with Big
say,
Tony,
man?
bro. That's what
What
you've
you
been
trying to
spending
say,
too
bro?
much
Look,
time.
there's gay.
Oh,
And Kiwior heads out.
so hold on. So we've just gone in front of them for set piece goals. They were joint with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, 16 now.
That's class.
Yeah. Fair
But
play.
before the number was actually, I've seen that before, but corners were up, innit?
Yeah. No, it's
Isn't it?
Maybe. Yeah, it changes all the time. I think also might have been like 23 since the start of last season. That was when I saw floating around in January a lot. Time's
I can't
flying,
believe
by
what
the way.
went on.
How's it the end of April?
mate. Since COVID.
How's it the end of April?
Since COVID, the years are just. I don't even. My brother. What day is it? It's Wednesday, and it's normally it's Wednesday. Like the time is flying.
Timely super chat. Joey says we should keep Jakub. He's done brilliantly. Got Gabriel got injured, and he is a good player.
Oh, this is dangerous.
Oh, that was.
Kiwior has really.
Martinelli on the
Oh,
right.
what a
this is
throw!
dangerous.
We're not going to score on the
David Raya.
counter again, are
David
we?
Raya have to throw it out to Martinelli. Martinelli's run down the wing.
It's okay. He's got him. He's got
Go
him.
on, no, he hasn't
got
beaten his
him.
man.
He hasn't got him.
Too-
No.
Who was running with him then? Tariq
start,
Mitchell.
the Sterling.
I like Tariq Mitchell. You know.
The pass was very. The pass was open. Like it was a simple pass.
I like Tariq Mitchell a lot. Raya, by the way, what a distribution that was. What's this? Is this a highlight? Yeah. He was offside.
This was dangerous
Surely.
though.
Surely he was offside there,
I
though.
looked it.
I love that.
Ty.
We've been so bad at that for so many years.
Cut in. He just wants to look.
Yeah, but he could beat his man. He could have cut. Yeah, he could have.
Yeah, man. You come in on the inside a little, man.
Yeah.
Eddie.
But
Do you
it's nice
think Eddie scores today?
Who cares, man? Really, man. Like, he got his goal last time out now.
Yeah, I just feel like he's
Whether he does or not.
kind of just like destined for him to score because that's what he seems to always. It's just how football is, isn't it?
He did score in the other game, didn't he?
Yeah. The header. A nice header, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a terrible ball. Who was that? That's Tariq Mitchell again, wasn't it?
No, can't have been.
Yeah, we sprayed it.
No.
Or was it Gay?
No, it was Lerma, I think.
Oh.
Well, I don't know, but it wasn't Mitchell's at left wing back. I think that's who they're trying to give it to.
Oh, okay, yes.
Oh no.
Is that Odegaard?
Yeah.
Ty is flipping. Why is Ty here?
Because he's charging his phone. He does this sometimes.
Ty's in the background going nuts.
Should just bring him on. Start
Yeah, but
production.
I
Get a
thought he was at
seat.
the game.
Get a seat and bring him on.
Charging up my phone.
I told you.
Are you gonna get in the stadium, bro?
You know how he is, man. Oh,
And Sterling didn't.
Yeah.
No problem, Turkish man. I just have to sneak my way in.
production.
You
Get
know,
a
you
get,
right.
get a
If
chair
anyone
for
knows the
time,
stadium,
man.
you know the stadium.
Yeah, innit?
I know.
Odegaard's moving mad though. Like I don't really like. He just
Yeah. Not sure what that was all about.
kind of passes that. Who is that? What kind of
Trossard.
pass is that?
All a bit messy. Although
Yeah,
I think
very.
this is probably the kind of game we could expect this for.
Come on, Ross.
Prithviraj says James and Turkish and forever during the Partey world class conversation. None of you threw Zubimendi name in the mix. Is he an upgrade? What do you think? I haven't seen enough of Zubimendi to say he's world class. Partey, whatever you think of him, has put up years at Atletico. Oh.
Where was Ryan? Ryan doesn't normally do that. Where was he? Eddie with a header. Wide.
Partey's put up years at Atletico and Arsenal with performances at a very high level in the Champions League, at Anfield, at the Etihad, at the Bernabeu.
Why is
that-
Eddie at 5'10" at best, jumping ahead of all our defenders for that ball?
Guess that's the Partey chapter.
Should have scored. To be honest, with Zubimendi, I haven't seen enough. When I have seen him, he looks a good midfielder. I don't think he's necessarily a level raiser. Just in terms of, a couple of weeks ago, we're thinking Partey's leaving, he's coming in. It's more trying to sustain the quality. I don't think he's better than Partey, because Partey's only problem is or has been injuries for us. When he plays, it's hard to find many that are better than him consistently. So I like Zubimendi, but I'd like Partey to stay on top of that as well, because it's long doing more work in that position when we've got other positions to worry about.
I'm still banging on this door about the number 10 we need.
Yeah, I'm on that as well, really.
Great ball by
Well done,
Partey
man.
as well.
No, it's-
I want
That was
competition
a
for
really
Odegaard.
nice pass.
No, Odegaard's plays.
Do you know what?
Day.
That was nearly
Unlucky.
brilliant. I like the idea.
Ty. Finish! Oh,
Let's
lovely.
go, Matt.
That's how Ty is. That's how he is. He should be here. It's production. We're
Finish it.
we're missing a trick. We should have him on. We should have him on the chair next to us. Bring him in. Put him in the middle.
They can hear him, isn't it?
Ty, just stand up.
Can we hear you?
Stand and come and watch.
Nah, man, you can't make him
We
stand
got a
up,
baby
man.
seat.
They're gonna get a
That's all right,
chair. They're gonna get a chair.
I won't be here long.
Yeah,
Have we got a
but-
baby
Thank
seat
you,
for him?
Turkish. You're too kind, by the way.
Nah, man.
Peace, everyone.
Peace, everyone.
I'm not. You're fine there.
They're bringing a chair.
Have we
don't
not got a
worry.
baby seat? We could.
Baby suit for your mouth. Because that's what it comes out of it. Baby gargle rubbish. In football terms.
Alright, just grab him that long seat there.
By the way, Turkish, you know Laurie. Don't listen to Laurie. Laurie probably lying about his cousin having a goal. You don't listen to Laurie, man.
No, he
So
was.
much
Nah, I
nonsense.
don't listen to Laurie,
He's
trust me, I
lying.
don't.
He's always lying.
Nah, I don't
Get
listen
a
to
long
Laurie,
seat.
man. Yeah, get that long seat.
Nonsense.
Go on.
Yeah,
Pass
yeah,
it to
put
me.
that
Go on.
behind. Yeah.
Bring it. Oh, you got it? Nice.
Come on then, Ty.
Thank you very much. Thank
Uncle Ty.
you. Thank you very much. Yeah, sorry? Yes, I could handle that.
I'm sure the mics will have no problem picking you up. We'll just
Come close. You got to talk a bit. You got to talk nice, and how you're speaking right now is lovely. Nice and loud.
Thank you.
Right. Here we go. Are you happy to see Eddie back at the Emirates?
He laughed.
That was a genuine
He just started laughing.
That was a genuine
Laurie,
question.
did you hear? You back your boy. Look, I just started laughing.
That was a genuine question.
Ty just laughed in
I
your
was
face.
laughing.
You know what? I love Cecil, you know. No, listen. I don't bear Eddie any malice. I'm happy to see him playing, but
So if he scores, will you clap?
if he scores, I will clap as he could score as many on goals as he's like. I'll clap all of them. That's what I said. Because when we played Ipswich and people said, would you be happy if Marvin scores? I said, if he scores an on goal.
Oh, that's
Nice.
nearly.
Unlucky.
I wish he'd pulled that off. Those are the runs
And
I
I
want to see from
respect
Sterling.
to Eddie. I wish him
Well
all the
done,
best.
good work.
Listen, we have to win the game.
Okay,
Simple as that.
Ty, if Eddie scores, should he not celebrate for you?
Well, it's up to him.
No. What,
It's-
if he
well,
celebrates, what would you feel type of way if he celebrates a goal
Not really.
in front of the Arsenal
Not
fans?
really. I don't expect him to try and act like Emmanuel and try and jump into our fans. So
No, he won't do that.
If he can, if he scores an own goal, then I'll be happy. But if he scores for Crystal Palace and he celebrates respectfully, I can respect that.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
But you know, things like when Emmanuel did that was nonsense. And the funny thing about that, it was when Emmanuel did that, the Tottenham fans were there. He jumped around me. Our fans got up to fight him. He had to jump back in. It was crazy. I don't know. You know.
Fair.
But I don't think Eddie left in a bad way.
Go on. They're gonna go and get him his own mic. Right, so you're about to hear Ty nice and clear.
Sorry, Turkish.
Sorry, man.
No one feel away here. I know no one would actually if Eddie scores and celebrates. I know you lot wouldn't. I don't know. I think he went for the
Wouldn't
Chelsea
really
academy,
care.
I suppose, but he came through.
Do we know what type of reception he got from the crowd?
Bro, man. What kind of conversation is this? I get it, though, man.
I can't imagine
20 years ago, he was talking about, will Henry celebrate us if he scores for Barca against us? And
no
now it's
way
fucking
would he
Eddie
do
and Ketia against Palace.
Well, he took the 14 number. He took the number.
Yeah, I mean,
Crazy. Oh, Eze, what a ball.
that's a ball.
What a ball.
Oh, right ahead
What
to
a ball.
taste.
Eddie. Oh, he's cut it back. And actually,
Sound like
Ryan.
one horror film, man. Here's Eddie. Oh, where's that? Here's Freddie.
It's all right.
That was a great ball, by the way.
That was a very nice ball.
Let's get
Eze.
I could never understand why Arsenal fans got so triggered about that. You know,
About who?
the 14.
No,
shot.
that vexed
But
me.
numbers matter, Laurie.
Yeah,
right?
Because it's a legendary shot, isn't
Facts.
it? I don't know about triggered, but it's a legendary
Nah,
shot.
it
Isn't
triggered
it? That's
me.
what
No, but
I
a
would
lot
say.
of people seem to hold that against Eddie. That I mean, to me,
No,
that,
it's not. I don't
that
think
was an
it's holding
honour that was
against
bestowed
him.
upon him.
It's not holding against him. It's just the legends that wore it, isn't it?
Yeah, I know that, but what I'm saying, a lot of people seem to take umbrage at the fact that he was even offered the shirt.
I don't think people
Yeah,
are
no, but
annoyed
then-
at Eddie. I think they're annoyed at the club.
I'm not at the club. It should. Yeah, they should.
And
they should.
I personally think that we should honour those numbers personally, and not, Gallas wearing 10,
Hey, Gabe.
and Ketia wearing
Well done, Gabe.
14. I think
What, you think they should retire the numbers or something?
no,
14
no.
they should-
I think
might be going to.
I think players
Try keep
should earn it.
14
Yeah.
is a
Should
subs
really
number.
earn that
Thierry
number.
made that number.
Really?
It is.
Yeah,
It's not that deep, bro.
just one or just like,
Part
yeah.
of our history, man.
I think for certain clubs,
14
wears a particular number sometimes. That's just
Interesting.
me.
I must say, I don't think it's that deep for me.
They
That's
retired-
fine. That's absolutely fine. It's a bloody number.
Yeah,
I don't
it's-
blame you if it's not that deep.
everyone
For,
can
you.
have the-
For me personally, I like the idea of it being something that we. Yeah, you got to really earn it. To be honest, I didn't love Walcott getting as early as he did.
Nor did I.
If I'm honest,
No.
like
Never deserved
I think the only person who Aubameyang getting it, I thought was right. This was a guy who'd scored goals across Europe. Came with 60 million at the time, one of the most expensive signings. World class striker.
Yeah.
How did you feel about Aubameyang?
That
getting
made
14?
yeah.
Yeah. But that I can understand. And by the way, he lived up to it, didn't he?
Well, no, but I mean, yeah. I mean,
did.
No one's going to live up
yeah,
to
yeah,
Henry,
yeah, yeah.
but
I get you.
yeah, he's
that's what you want.
He was the top goal.
Yeah.
He was top goal scorer of the season.
Everything
yeah,
you
and won a
described there in
trophy.
terms of even what he was before coming to us, and what he done for it all made sense.
Yeah.
No one else though, since I could justify remotely getting that shirt. Even 10 Smith Rowe was a bit, it's just come on, man.
Oh.
Lucky Mons.
That one crossed my mind, and to be honest, there's I'm with you.
And then you never played him 10.
If I didn't love Eddie getting 14, then Smith Rowe 10's kind of the same. I thought Smith Rowe hit a level above Eddie, but it still was
of course
never
he did,
anything.
yeah.
There's still never anything I know what you mean, but I don't know. And then part of it is also like would I like Waneri to get the 10 next year? I don't. But also, I don't think the 10 for Arsenal carries quite as much weight as 14.
Yeah, same. It doesn't. 14 is again, it's a subs number, bro.
Bergkamp is.
Yeah, but I hear it. But
Yeah.
14, but that's in a 1 to 11 squad.
Isn't 10
so I
though
understand.
generically just a great number?
Exactly.
10 years, yeah, but
14 was
but
made
Bergkamp,
by
but you know
Thierry.
what that great number means? Bergkamp was part of the definition of that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You get it?
Yeah,
if you ever
actually, okay.
describe what a pure 10 is,
Number 10 is, yeah.
we've got one of the best examples of all time.
Yeah,
you get
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Very good point.
So it's massive. Like,
Well, Ozil deserved the 10 when he got it, don't you think?
Ozil made sense, like how you made sense of the Aubameyang one, but he never
Lived up to
produced
Bergkamp, no.
anywhere close to what Aubameyang produced relative to the position. Do you get what I'm saying? Well, that 19 assist season, you know, it was very good from him, but it was nowhere near like, you know, seeing Bergkamp in the flesh for us was different.
Did you feel that number? Did you feel that for number 6 at all?
No, I was going to say 4 is probably the next one.
Yeah.
I think 4.
Vieira, Fabregas.
Yeah, but who? Well, then listen.
4's a big
the
one.
way Gabriel, M2, and William are carrying on, boy, they can fill up the numbers. What I would say though is that I think it's a bit harsh. It's a bit unfair for the players because I personally don't see anybody being able to fulfill Dennis and Thierry's number ever.
Do you know what?
That's just my
I'm
no,
with
we
you.
hear that. I hear that as well.
That's my
but how
opinion.
much of an honour would it be that you had an Arsenal great that was just flying in this current side, brings you to silverware, and then you get presented that top like. That's the level. Like Jude got his top retired at Birmingham at like 15, 16. Like, come on,
Yeah,
man.
but
Like,
then
you
that's
can-
Birmingham, isn't it?
Yeah,
I'm not even saying retire
No
it.
disrespect to-
It starts
no disrespect to
holding a
Birmingham.
certain level of weight.
Of weight.
And Ozil coming in, to be honest, he got 11 first because Wilshere was given the 10, which shouldn't have been the case anyway. But Ozil getting the 10 and Oba getting the 14, that kind of makes sense because they're big names, stars already, world class in their own right, you know, coming in. And that is the standard for those numbers now, in my opinion. Like the 7 for United, historically,
but
that stretches back like
but they came in.
Yeah,
that stretches back 8 years. I think.
You know, my thing is, right, is I get what you're saying about the significance of a number, but I don't think it's that deep whereby, say, if Eddie gets a 14, people like Cecil are going to dump on him and say, yeah, how
Why
dare
are you
get
naming
that
Cecil?
14
Why do
shirt?
you name you?
No,
The reason why I named Cecil, there's a reason why I named Cecil. So you don't even know.
I felt
You
away
don't
about
even
it.
know. The reason why I said
Go on,
Cecil,
go on,
because
go on.
Cecil's
Go on,
been
go on,
quite
go on.
vociferous.
Yeah, I thought
when
it was.
he was quite critical of Arsenal for giving
Oh, is that
Eddie
Cecil?
that shirt.
Okay.
I
So
was as well. So
Okay.
Don't talk what you don't know.
No,
Laurie, it'll never
like
be.
you.
It'll never be deep enough to hate on a player. Like it'll never be deep enough to hate on a player.
Talking
Totally
to ex-players, what did
But,
you
but
guys...
I think you're allowed to express frustration that the club treat a number more. I don't know. I guess in more willy-nilly kind of matter than the way the fans do.
Like you just said, the players come in and get those numbers. I think you have to. I'd love to see a club where you get awarded that for what you've done. Nowadays, if you're a big signing, you've been done.
What awards? The numbers.
14 is
get it, I
a
get it.
like, look at that number. It's such a significant number in Arsenal. Yeah,
is
Listen, you can
sacred,
talk about
man.
other
It's
It's a
numbers,
number, bro.
Thierry,
No, but
not
it's
to me,
sacred though
bro.
because of what Thierry
Not
did.
to me, bro.
Yeah.
I
Nah.
see kids all over the country with Arsenal topsmen 40.
Yeah,
they
just
know-
get
they know-
14 and put
but-
Henri's name on the back.
Nah,
Yeah,
but
but
you know how significant that is.
Oh, but
Come on,
Laurie,
bro.
you're being blasé.
Of
It's
course
an
he is.
incredible number. What
He-
Thierry did is incredible
It's
He's
a
number.
trying to
number.
stop that, man.
No, but
Stop that.
no,
No,
it's more
honestly,
than that.
I'm not even tripping. Like, to me, I don't get...
Well, tripping
no,
about
but
Morrison.
it's a number until you know
What's been done in it.
what happens with that number.
Absolutely.
Like the number 10 is the one, or you might even say number 9. Look at
No, but then
the
you could,
nines
like,
over the years.
Pele back in the
R9.
day was
Oh, what
number
a
10.
ball.
Touch.
Maradona,
Yeah, man.
Messi,
So-
10. Yeah.
Kiwior's passing is
Yeah,
unbelievable.
so even 14. Is it Van Basten?
Cruyff.
Van Basten for
Was it
Cruyff
Cruyff?
was
Yeah,
where
yeah,
Cruyff,
yeah,
I think,
yeah,
or maybe
Cruyff.
both. So there's
No, but
there's
not,
been, of
not
course,
to the
we're
level
naming
whereby we're going
two,
to...
three players that have worn number 14. There's been hundreds that have worn it that have been dead across football. But once certain players do things in certain numbers on that back of the shirt,
Well done,
and then it
Rice.
starts getting
Well
hung up.
done. Fucking
beautiful.
hell, Declan. Well done. Yeah, I agree. I mean, there's a reason when Cristiano came back to United, whoever was wearing the 7, which I think was Cavani, gave it up, didn't he?
Yeah.
What did he go to after that? 20.
Yeah, but that's
Come on, Raheem.
because he's pulling seniority rank, he's saying, I want that number. That's fair enough.
But I
Why did he
promise
want
you,
it?
Why? That's
I
the
promise
power.
no,
you,
because that's his favourite number.
but I promise you, every man. It's not
Right,
about
right.
what Ronaldo won. Every Man United fan, the minute they were signing Ronaldo, said he better get the 7 though.
Yeah.
They better, because it matters. They all.
No,
went,
I'm not saying he don't
They
matter.
don't see him running
I
around
guess
with
what I'm
16
saying
on the
is
back of his
it's-
shirt.
For me, it's not that deep to the point where
Agree.
if a player gets it, I'm going to be upset or irked or whatever.
Yes, I hear that. Of
course.
But I think it's.
No, I am upset. I would get upset.
I'm with no facts.
With the club, not the player. I imagine.
No.
Yeah.
I still think the player should also kind of,
You think?
you know,
Yeah, because I heard he knew it was available.
recognize your, position, and very gracefully. Let me not touch this one.
Talking of
Interesting,
ex-players, what do you guys make of Jack Wilshere, man? He's just been appointed
Well,
interim manager.
Him
of
and
Norwich.
Ramsey apparently going to face off on
I
the
wish
final
him well,
day.
Well, that's good though.
I didn't
I wish him luck.
swear.
Yeah,
I've been
I wish him well.
sorry, people. I've been terrible this week.
Seems amazing. Not that long ago, we were watching him play football. I know he had his injuries, and
No,
now the
he's-
man's a manager.
Bro, he's been
That's good, though.
doing big things with the academy.
yes,
did
he
big
has.
He's been doing some. Honestly, I spoke to
Oh, well done, Mark.
again.
Little burst there.
Sorry
Well,
to-
he had nowhere to go.
Sorry to repeat this, but on the live yesterday, I spoke about this. But I've been speaking to a lot of people in the Arsenal academy
Did
recently.
you do a live yesterday?
Yeah, and I've been speaking to a lot of the people at the academy at Arsenal, and Jack Wilshere.
big him up.
They've been doing. Yeah, he's been doing really well. You know, they were speaking about Ethan.
That's
Wanyeri,
right.
his brother is better than they're saying he's going to be better than
Oh,
him.
stop it.
Oh, you
Ethan's
think
brother?
I'm joking?
No, I've
How
heard
old is he?
that too. I've heard that too.
No, he is.
This is
How old
no,
is he?
no,
Hold
no.
on. I'm sure it could be true,
Brother.
but every time a great young player comes through, they go, "Have you seen his brother?" And I promise you, Torgan Hazard wasn't that good. He was all right.
Fair.
Yeah, he had a good career at Dortmund. He did all right. But they always told me, but
No, but you know what? Two things can be true at the same time. Maybe at a certain age, maybe he was. But
Right
you know,
now-
people's
How old is he?
talent.
Ethan's brother is playing up at the moment. He's mental. He's
How old is
15.
he?
His
Who's he
name's
play
Emmett.
for?
His name's Emmett. He's Arsenal.
he's
How old is he?
15.
He's 15.
Well, he's due a debut then.
And he's playing up, and he's playing up at the moment. Yeah, bro, he's unbelievable. He's a
Oh, go on, shoot!
he's a right.
Oh,
Lucky
lucky
Declan Rice.
I like
Playing
it,
well.
Deckers.
He's a fullback, but he's got the quality.
He's a fullback?
but he's got the quality of Miles Lewis-Skelly that they're likely going to put him into the midfield. That's how good. Like he's unbelievable. Apparently, is what
Nice
they're
from
saying.
Sterling.
It's not
as
too
well.
far away, you know.
So yeah, and obviously
Interesting.
Same with
No, but
Max.
what you're saying is, so I heard the same thing,
Yeah,
and
I'm
I know
being
it
sick,
sounds
by the way.
difficult
I
to
believe you.
believe.
bro. I
but-
have friends that they said he.
No, but you know what it
was a
is?
joke.
I know that sounds difficult to believe, but let's be honest, it can be true because
It can be true.
players
Yeah, of course.
improve at different levels. It could be that maybe at this age, maybe he is,
Yeah.
but you don't know how the talent is going to.
So
Grow
Waneri,
exponentially.
Lewis Skelly now,
And
Max Dowman
Max
to come,
Dowman, yeah.
and then there's another baby Waneri to come.
Yeah.
We already have a baby Waneri, but there's another baby Waneri to come. Okay, fine. Fair play, Hale End. I've got to say, I do think Mertesacker's work behind the scenes has gone under the
him and-
radar.
very
Yeah.
unnoticed.
He's done
incredible.
a very
Very
good
unnoticed.
job.
Yes,
I mean,
They're getting the props now that they deserve.
Lewis Skelly and Waneri are two serious talents. And now that's not all Mertesacker. That will be the players, their families, the coaches,
Yeah, all
like
of it
Jack
together.
Wilshere and everyone involved. It'll be part, Arteta will have some claim to that and the way they've managed them into the first team. All these people deserve credit. The players more so than anyone. But fair play to Mertesacker because I've got to be honest, I remember when he got the role, I was a bit like, okay, why? I don't know. I was just like, I didn't really, I don't know. It was his first role outside of football, isn't it? Outside of playing.
I get that.
But Helen's doing its thing.
So it's thing and
I don't know how they're doing competitively across the country,
Very
but
well.
in terms of, are they? Well, there you go.
very well. And speaking to the guy that I think he's a data analyst, or he does stuff with the academy, says, bro, I think he's a very good tactician. But he said, I've learnt more than I've ever learned in my life being Arsenal. He says it all filters down from Mikel. Every detail of the game is analysed all the way through the academy. I said, bloody hell, because I know how intense he is. When we hear how intense he is for the first team, I said, yeah, it's exactly the same.
So the question is, Cecil, sorry to
No, go on.
where is Mikel's props? Because if I remember quite rightly, unless I'm dreaming, and everyone can back me up,
Go on.
he massacred in football terms Ancelotti. And I haven't heard no question
Honestly, but-
because he whacked him up 3-0 and then 2-1, 5-1 aggregate. And nobody's giving Mikel his props.
That's
Because
fair.
Ancelotti
No, they
was
have
the
given
best
him his
manager. No, they're not
No,
giving
they're
him
not
his
allowed.
props.
They're not doing it
They're
loud
not
enough.
giving him his props.
Yeah, he's
If that was Guardiola,
No, but
they
you know
would
what?
say Guardiola
He's
has
right.
destroyed
slow down,
Ancelotti.
slow down,
No,
slow
he's
down.
right.
Nah, man, they're not giving
He's
Mikel
right
his
up
props.
to a
I
point.
kind of hear it, It's like I think if
Not many
Slot
people
or
talk about it.
Guardiola had done it, they'd gone, managerial masterclass, taking down one of the greatest to ever do it.
James, I think we should...
He dismantled Real Madrid.
He did.
Okay, fine, but he's not going to fully get his props until he wins the trophy.
No,
But that's bad, though.
but that's not good enough, Boris. That's not good
Let
enough.
him earn that.
Nah.
I hear it, but I hear what Ty's saying.
That's not good enough because hopefully we could do it. But the fact is, we knocked out the reigning champions.
Yeah.
And not only did we knock them out, we pushed them out. We didn't say...
I disagree. I think a lot of people have given him props.
That is spitting
We
facts.
pushed them out the door and say, goodbye. That's what we did in football terms. So where is the credit for
He
Mika?
did get a lot of
And
credit.
even
Tell him,
when we were
Ty.
3-0 up, there were people still doubting us saying, oh, we'll go to the cauldron. We'll go to the...
Remontada.
Absolutely, thank you, Cecil. But
So what? Arteta didn't get no props, no?
He didn't get no props. Where's the props?
It's true.
I didn't see no
He
props.
didn't get enough.
I didn't see no props.
Because they didn't respectfully open the door and let him walk out. He pushed them man out the door.
Exactly, in football terms.
In football terms.
Look at that. To do that, you tell me how many managers have done that against Ancelotti?
There's been a few managers that...
Great goal,
That was
1-1.
a finish.
That was a finish.
What a volley
finish.
from Eze.
Brother, he's hit into the ground.
Sign him
Volley.
up.
I
Sign him
love
up.
him.
There's my score prediction out the window.
What did I predict?
Yeah.
2-0.
That's a
Did I
great
say
goal.
5-0? I said 5-1.
But what was Raya doing
That's a
there?
set piece goal as well.
Oh,
It's okay, Tom.
Is it me, but what was Raya up
There's
to?
plenty of time to go.
No, I think it was a very nice finish.
you
man.
can't see. It hit the post, didn't it?
Yeah, it was posting in. Load of players in
I need
front
to
of
see
him.
that again.
And on
It'd
top
be
of that, look how
amazing
many
if
players
this
are in
was
front of
Raya's
him.
fault.
That's a good set piece. Jokic over. Where are you?
He took a deflection.
That's a nice
Did it? No, it didn't. It
I
didn't.
think he took a
I
deflection.
don't think
I'm
it did.
not sure.
He struck that clean. Told you.
I was bounced off.
Hey, Eze, his ability is
Why
a
is
joke.
nobody on him?
Look at.
He's in the air, isn't
I'm being, in fact, people, the technique of that volley.
That's mad.
He's
Yeah.
lifted
That's
off
cold.
the ground,
That's
Yeah.
cold. That's cold.
That's unbelievable.
and he's hit it.
Well played.
He's
We've been in
fake.
total control.
Before he leaves the stadium tonight, let's hope that we get him into a corner and say, look,
He's the person I want.
Say what?
sign him
You
up
said
for
you
next
want a
season.
Sign him off.
That's what I want.
Would you take him?
I'd take him, yeah.
I'll take him. I'll take him
I'll
now.
take him.
I've wanted him for a while.
And he's
Well,
got a
he should
real
be in our
good
books, isn't
backstory as well, Eze. You know, the amount of clubs that
Yeah.
knocked
He used to
him
go in
back
our books.
when he
He
was
was in our
young.
books.
Come on, man. No. We should have got a second, man. No. We have to slap them up in football terms.
That's a great goal. At first, I thought maybe Raya could have done better, but looking at it again,
That was
no
a
chance.
finish, bro.
Can I just take this comment from Uz, who I think he sums up really well. He says, "I get what Ty is saying. Everyone laughs at us, and when we show them up,
No, not everyone doesn't laugh at us.
He's
But I hear what you're saying. Not everyone's laughs at us because
Ty.
because I tell you
Let him
who's
finish.
not laughing now,
Let him
and his name is Raul. He definitely isn't laughing now.
Ty. He's agreeing with you.
Let him finish the comment.
He's saying, I get what Ty is saying. Everyone laughs at us, and then when we show them up, when we humiliate them on the pitch, everyone tells us to shut up and not celebrate, hiding behind the Champions
Absolutely.
League argument. I kind of
Well
get
said.
that.
Well
There
said.
is major... Is it fair to say that Arsenal have had, not as much, but for us being second, and where Man United and Tottenham are, there's been still so much criticism for the season we've
Yeah,
had.
of course.
And, by the way, I've been a part of that criticism, by the way, we've deserved criticism at times. But I kind of get it. Like, we get hammered for everything we don't do right, it feels. We go do something great, we just want to
It's
enjoy
nothing,
it.
exactly,
And,
it's nothing.
and I kind of
Yeah.
get it. I
Well,
think,
there you go.
I think Arteta, he would have deserved credit for finding a way past Real Madrid.
Absolutely.
But he obliterated them.
He did.
Yeah, listen,
was
he
so
deserves credit,
one-sided.
but where I disagree with you, man, sir, you guys must be listening to different stuff to me. I've heard people
And that would be
eulogizing
part of
about.
So what did you hear them say then? Did you hear them say it's a masterclass? Did
Yes,
you say,
I have heard
Did you
that.
hear them say
I
he
have
taught
heard that.
Ancelotti a lesson? Because I didn't. I never
Well,
heard none of
we
that.
must be
I just
watching
heard
different
it.
things.
No,
I heard
that might be the case.
Eze's in again.
on,
no, Eddie.
Eddie's
Oh, he's
on.
saved
Block.
by our Kiwior the block.
Kiwior. Well done.
But what are we doing? Have we gone
Great
to sleep?
defending.
Yeah. Eddie nearly got his goal.
Have we gone to sleep?
That's Eddie's.
Yeah, man.
That's Eddie's
It's too
speciality, though. You
easy.
know, that little in the box.
Way
That's a
too
great
easy.
ball over the top as well.
Eze.
Come on.
Look, strength holds him off. He's done well there, Eddie.
Oh,
Well,
great
Well done,
save.
Jacob. But come
That
on.
was a
Was it a
Kiwior.
save
That was
or
Kiwior's.
Kiwior's?
Kiwior's block.
Kiwior's block.
I think
Kiwior's
Kiwior's got the block in. Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
that's a great
That's a
block.
splits, yo! Yo, hold on, man might be watching me.
incredible.
He's got his
Watching
leg out
little
here.
splits. What? Aye, he's been watching me.
Very good defending.
Watching me.
That's got to be one of the blocks of the season, man.
Yeah, Jacob Kiwior, fair play to you. All right.
Oh, not again.
Eze tried it.
Yeah, it was a nice little.
But Laurie, tell me people who gave Mikel props. Because all I heard was, oh, it's not the Real Madrid
you want me
team.
to name out
they
everybody though?
Imagine, tell me at least 3 people that gave him props.
I love Tybee, innit?
Because the thing is also,
love it.
like James said, this is without Kai, this is without Gabriel J as well. This is who is without. Real Madrid had everybody, all their attacking players were all there. The only one they missed was Camavinga because he got sent off. Everyone was there. Mbappe, Vinicius Jr., Rodrigo.
Oh, lovely.
Really scary, man.
Very nice.
Look, I think, Laurie, you're right. He did get credit, but Ty's point, I think the way I'd put it is that
It's not enough.
Something's not as loud as the disrespect. What's the term?
Let's hope the apologies.
Yeah.
The
The apologies are never as loud.
Yeah, okay,
They never-
fine.
And
But
that's just true in football, really. Like you always just get killed more for what you do wrong than praised for what you do right. That's
I
just,
would
look
rather-
what
I would
Arne
rather-
Slot's
no,
doing.
but you know what it
Look
is?
what Arne
I
Slot's doing, and people are saying. But they fell off.
and the
Premier League's been a bit boring this year. It's like, and Arne Slot's the only one who clocked it, who got it right. And even if his players did all stay fit, which by the way they didn't, but most of them did, well, what's he getting right that allowed him to do that? Like, there's just always... They'll always, and I promise you, next year, if Slot struggles, sorry, I keep interrupting you a little bit. If Slot struggles next year with Liverpool, I promise they'll start saying, well, with Klopp's squad, he did, he managed to do it, and they were at the end. Now he's got to rebuild. Can he do it? We just never really appreciate the good in football enough. Even people say Arteta won the FA Cup with Emery's squad. It's like, by the end of it looked nothing like it. The way he used those players, that's the unfortunate state of football media.
Well, people seem to forget that.
Yeah, listen, these
facts
things are subjective. But my thing is, let's win the trophy. Then
that's fine, Laurie.
Then we can have the open top celebration.
Laurie, I'm not saying.
Can I finish?
Sorry, go on.
Can you just please let me finish?
Oh,
right. So let's win the thing. Then we can have the open top celebration. Then we can ram the words of all those people.
No, but we already have.
Can I finish?
Sorry.
Then we can ram the words of all the naysayers down the throat and say, look, you said we couldn't win it, now we've won it. If we haven't won it yet, if we go out to PSG, then all those same people are going to turn around and say, oh, you beat an under par Real Madrid, but you came up against a PSG and you couldn't get it done.
They cannot say that, though. Because it wasn't...
They will say that.
They can't say that, though, because... Tell me how many of the Real Madrid attacking players were not in that team. Tell me. There was no Gabriel J, there was no Kai. Bukayo's just come back to fitness. So that is what we're looking at. It's true. Facts is facts. That's what I'm saying. They never had anybody missing. What I'm saying. So where is the prop for Mikel?
where is the props?
I want to know because it's not good enough. It's not good enough. Because these same people were queuing up to have a go at him.
That's facts.
Weren't they? But where are they now? Like it's a 3-0 up, and they're still saying, "Oh, Arsenal in trouble. Oh, you can never write Real Madrid."
Yeah.
Is your phone charged up yet? Just saying.
That was a good one.
Oh, well done, Declan.
Oh,
That's good, Laurie.
Laurie's feeling the pressure.
Unlike the usual trash
it's
that
all
you
good.
talk.
It's all good, man. It's all good.
Just kidding. Like, yeah, it's nearly ready.
But you know what?
Don't worry, I'm going soon.
But while we're talking, right, has anyone noticed that Crystal Palace are taking over this game, man?
They
Since
have
we
not
scored,
taken
they've been
over
a
the
better
game.
team.
We have
we
become
just
sloppy
attacked.
and
What are we
allowed them
talking
back
about?
into it. That's what's happened.
No, but they're in the ascendancy.
They're
They've
not
had
in the
7
second.
shots on
We've
goal to
allowed
have
them
3.
back into it. We've allowed them back into it. We've dropped off since we came
We have.
ahead.
Stats misleading though. 1 on target each.
Yeah, but
68%
looking at
possession.
the game, man, they look a bit more dangerous than us
They're
right
not more
now.
dangerous, man. They're more dangerous.
So there's an update that's only just come through, but for David Ornstein via NBC Sports, Arsenal are acting internally as if the Zubimendi deal is a done deal. Arsenal are in the race for Dean Huijsen as well.
Who?
Yes.
Dean Huijsen
From Bournemouth.
Oh, okay.
Sick player.
Well, let's
Okay.
hope it's true.
What do you make of that, Turkish?
Huijsen doesn't really. I like Huijsen,
He's a
and I
defender.
think he's going to be a very, very good defender for a long time. But I want us to be linked to some attackers and creative players. Listen, if we've got the money, we've got the money. Yeah,
Bring James
But,
Hill,
You
man.
know, the Huijsen's going to cost 50, 60. No.
Yeah, 50 million release clause. I think my look at it is Arsenal have a lot of positions to address. We've talked about this so many times. If we can go into that first day of the transfer window, Zubimendi done, Partey signed because I thought we had to replace him. So Partey signed a new deal, and Huijsen in the door as well, or at least because Bournemouth apparently want that resolved really quickly with the release clause. I think that'd be a really promising and positive start.
You get a 10 on
it
a
doesn't
striker.
address any of my 4 key positions, which is backup goalkeeper, striker, winger, and 10. Like I almost think those are the 4 really desperate ones. Actually, no, a 6 but basically. At least it's 3 areas of the squad.
Is a 6 for you? That what if you keep Partey?
It's
you
fourth
get
in-
Zubimendi and in.
No, that will be dealt with then.
Okay,
if we
cool.
keep Partey and get Zubimendi, we don't need a 6.
Cool,
We've
okay,
got
I was
3.
gonna say.
I mean, Zubimendi, Rice, Partey. I mean, they'd all start for most teams in the world.
Facts.
Brilliant.
And
It
you've
will
got,
be
all,
an
and you've got all
incredible
3
squad.
of them.
Facts.
I mean, I mean, Arteta for some reason wants to build the most unbelievable sort of line of defensive midfielders in the world, yet doesn't want a striker. He wants to keep putting number 8s up
But he's
there.
done that with the back line. So he wants to sign the best back line, and
which is
possible
good.
and
Just do
decide.
the other stuff too.
I don't know why he
Like,
doesn't.
fair play to him. Arteta's built a really good from back to front. He's just not got to the front yet.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
you know,
Me,
what he's done with
I
the
don't want to
defence-
sound churlish, but until I see us linked with a striker worthy of the name, I can't really get
But Laurie,
excited
you
about
don't
other
know.
players.
We don't know. Listen, Laurie, what I will say is that if we are linked with someone, the press will be the last to hear of it, Because when we signed Sol, they never knew about it, did they? So the press don't know everything. They're not in our dressing room. So
Do you know what? That was class as well.
Brilliant. If we're not linked with a striker, it doesn't mean that we are. It just means that the press don't know about it.
I think what you're seeing from Kiwior at the moment, James, is the confidence in it.
Yeah.
Every game by game, you're seeing his confidence rise.
What's that, Ebereche, man?
Chopped him.
He's not been in this game, Trossard. He's 1 in, 1 out, isn't
Why
he?
has he not had a word with him?
Yeah,
That's
what
quite
it's been.
poor. You
That's a
should get
yellow
booked
card.
for
To
that.
me, that's a yellow card.
Yeah, you should get booked
That's
for
a yellow
that.
card. Look, nothing. Not even a word.
Love that.
Come on,
Surely he
Ebereche,
got
man.
booked for that, didn't he?
Who?
Has he?
No, he hasn't even had a word.
I don't
Hasn't
think
had a
there's
word.
much in there.
Damn.
Guys, all your
surprised
super chats, I'm saving them. We will get to them at half time. Don't you worry.
Why am I? I'm not surprised.
Do not
So-
worry.
And
I was gonna say,
also,
if you want
I'm
to do them,
sorry
you
to
can
go back. I'm sorry.
Get booked for that.
He didn't. I'm sorry to go back to the Real Madrid games. What makes it worse was the fact that nobody, I said nobody, I'm sounding like a preacher, gave us a chance. Where are those people that we were wrong? Nobody gave us a chance, did they? And not only we obliterated them, no.
Nobody. You're right. You are right.
You know what I mean? Nobody gave us a chance.
You're right. You are right.
I said nobody. I think that was in Keenan and Kel. That's in Keenan and Kel, right? When Keenan's dad takes Kel's watch, Keenan's watch to get fixed, but he thinks Mark Stoley. So he says nobody. I said nobody. He takes my mama's porcelain monkey. Come on, Kel. Absolutely classic.
Classic. Big up Keenan and Kel. How I used to remember these things is crazy.
Legendary.
That show's off air now. That is crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, big up Keenan and Kel.
That's how long ago it was.
That's what I'm going to say to you. 38 minutes played, people. Coming up to the 39th minute. Arsenal, I feel like they have been in a bit more control.
We've taken our foot off the pedal.
It's a shame we have conceded, though, I'll be honest. But do you know what?
We're very relaxed,
When you
aren't we?
concede
Too
from
relaxed.
yeah, when you
Yeah.
concede from brilliance like that, you can't really complain too
We're
much.
very laid back, and we have to up it. I'm sure Mikel won't be happy at half time.
Yeah. I hope they. Ooh, that was good pressing. Handball. What a challenge that is.
Then that silly Lacroix.
Kiwior's on fire.
He is.
Look him.
Oh my god.
Look at that from Jakub. Oh my God, Jakub,
Confidence
that
is a hell of a drug,
It's a drug,
isn't it?
mate. It's a drug. Go on, Sterling.
Jakub, that is honestly.
Has Sterling done anything
What
this game?
confidence can do for a man
It's crazy.
is just
Yeah.
he just decided, yeah, I'm Lionel Messi. Fair enough.
Nothing.
I think
Sterling
it's a foul,
got
yeah.
absolutely
And
battered.
if it's a
but
foul,
no, it
that's-
wasn't. He
what
got
are
the
you
ball.
doing?
He got the ball.
I think that's a late challenge on Raheem. I don't know what this
Do you know
referee's
what? I
doing.
thought so too. I thought he lifted the ball over.
I don't know what it's and it's Mark Gay as well.
Has Sterling done anything in this game? I haven't seen him in the game
Let's
at
have a
all.
No, he didn't.
Come on, he's not got anywhere near the ball. Come on, ref. Look,
What?
look,
He's
look.
got-
Did he get the ball? He got
Yeah, he got the
Oh, he's
ball.
got the ball.
You lot are mad. He
The
got
other
the ball
angle
first
looked
time.
mad, but this one was
Yeah, I'm sorry. I take that.
Sorry
back
if you hear me snivelling down the mic. I'm so sorry. I'm very ill.
So it's not as bad as Lee Judge
sorry
on
is the
for
word.
Arsenal.
Why? What happens in Leeds? What do you do?
He turns his camera off, then blows his nose. It's like we can still hear you, mate.
Who's that?
That was a classic.
Lee Judges.
That episode was an
Oh.
absolute classic. The poor guy. He was. I mean,
was
the guy
finished.
was. He should not have turned up.
Yeah, I've
He
never
should have
seen a
just-
dead man do a podcast before, but he did that.
That's brilliant.
Honestly, he was absolutely hanging by a thread. and then he just went,
Do you remember the thumbnail? He looked like, he looked. The sell by date was gone.
Was it the same podcast?
Yeah, we're
Oh, that's
finished.
brilliant.
And I remember him showing up just for, oh, boys, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
I'm fucked, boys.
He's committed,
I'll
man.
do my
He's
best.
committed.
I'll do my best.
That's how I feel right now. I'll be honest, I feel ill.
And then just blows his nose down the mic.
Don't worry, it says hopefully we get.
Yeah, if you hear me snivelling, I'm so sorry.
Oh really? Oh,
It's
so
really
you
bad.
don't sound thing.
I don't sound ill.
Why
No,
are
you
you
don't
telling them
sound
again,
good at all.
though? Why are you telling them twice?
I don't know. It's because I keep snivelling. I'm thinking it's very rude. But what can I do? I can't look
Just move
away.
your microphone and then
You can't move
on,
away?
lads.
Why? You say you glued to it or
I
something?
don't know. It just seems like
Move around, man. Go for a walk, come back.
Alright.
Well, weird half. I mean, we've been quite shit, haven't we? Really?
I've been enjoying the
started off
company.
well.
I'll be honest.
We haven't
It
really.
looked like Arteta said play, but don't get injured.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Actually spot
But now he's going to say, don't get injured, but you still
That's
have to
nice. That's
No,
nice. I
but
like
win.
that.
Say.
But in this game, though, you can look at it in the second half and say, look, this could happen in the Champions League.
Well
We're
done.
drawing, or you go
Look at that. He
go up the intensity.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Leandro!
Yes! Well done!
Come on, Leandro!
He's really good at that, you know.
Come on, Leandro!
He's so good at
And then
that.
he's shooting
Finish again, man.
He did it at Ipswich. Instead of taking the
Yep.
first time
Come
shot.
on, Leandro!
Haters, where are you?
He's neat. Trossard's neat. That's what he is.
He's
So neat.
very neat and very tidy.
Bro.
Yeah, he is.
Like this, he never. The first time shot was on. Then he takes that touch and he's so good at that.
He's always
That's
been
the
known
bar.
for his finishing ability.
Good for Lacroix.
A lot of people have
Big
said
man.
he's the best finisher at the club.
Well done, Leo. I was saying he wasn't really in the
people do say
game.
that.
But a minute
People do
before,
say
he
that.
lovely little turn. This is
Look.
great by Timber.
Okay, he couldn't hit that
at
first.
that, look
Like
at that.
second time. Sorry,
Oh,
he couldn't
beautiful.
he couldn't hit that
That's
second
beautiful.
time. Sorry, but that extra touch I thought was not needed. Then
And
he
then
just
through the legs.
slots in the ball.
Turkish is right.
Yeah.
A bit of luck.
Good
Little
take.
deflection.
Why
He's
did
very, very neat.
He's probably
Leandro's
he's
very
probably
neat.
broken some sort of record there.
He's
'cause
very neat, Leandro.
his
He's
last
very,
two
very neat.
goals against Thing. Who did he play last week? Ipswich.
Ipswich.
They were both through the legs. This one was through the legs as well. That's his
Come
last
on,
three goals.
He's
was
good
through
at
the
that.
legs.
He is good at
Why
that.
do
Come
people
on,
think we're
come on,
crazy
come
when
on,
we
come on,
suggest
come on,
Trossard
come
false
on.
nine? Honestly, like people look at me like it's mental to suggest
What?
Trossard
He's
should
our best
be,
finisher, man.
but also he's our best player at that.
Yeah,
like,
He is.
like tight space, couple players around him. I need to work space for a shot, not a lot of backlift. I want to make sure I hit one of the corners because that wasn't a really purely struck ball.
No.
But you
Well,
just hit the corners. You get a little bit like something.
Do you
can
think he'll
happen.
be there
Right.
next season?
Yeah.
Hopefully.
No,
I think Saudi might come in for him again.
Hopefully.
and he might want to move.
Who? Saudi?
A Saudi club might come in for him.
Well, listen, I hope
that-
he stays, but it's up to him.
They came in for 35 million. I think. I mean, our window had shut, but I think was it something like that?
Yeah.
35 million like last season. I think if the window had been open, we'd have done it, and we'd
You
have kept.
think so?
We'd have kept Nelson. I think we would have
But now,
for 35 million. Strike while the iron's hot, as they say.
the thing is, James, and as you're saying, I just look at him and
Nico
look what he did
Williams,
against
yeah,
Aston Villa. And he came on and scored with his first touch.
I remember
Now,
that.
if you can do that against Emiliano, if you can do that,
But he didn't
that's
celebrate, man. But
No, he
he's-
did. No, yeah, he was a bit. He was a bit-
So he's
he was a bit annoyed,
he gets
but
sour.
he just came on.
He does get sour though. Like
He does get sour.
He wants to be that main
He
guy.
does get sour, and maybe that is wrong. But if you can finish like that against cocky Emiliano, then boy,
What?
you deserve your props
This could be a goal here.
because he scored with his first
That
touch.
was a bit shit, wasn't it?
Lacroix, why were you saying?
Because
why he
remember
runs it- did he
when
run his mouth?
Bukayo went off injured when we thrashed. I say flashed.
5-1.
Crystal Palace 5-1. He tried to push Bukayo off when he was actually injured. The fool in football terms. That's why. So I'm glad that you.
That's good from
Leandro
Wharton.
did up.
That's
Lacroix.
good.
Okay,
Good
thank
player,
you.
man.
I didn't know that. I didn't know.
Yeah, don't you remember?
No, I remember someone was.
Yeah.
Ooh,
was
oh,
pushing-
Partey.
He
Oh,
tried to
no.
push Bukayo off.
cancel the contract.
Like Bukayo was messing about.
Oh, don't do this. Come on, I still want to
Oh,
win.
Jakub
no
again.
way.
Well done,
Yes,
Kiwior.
Jakub.
Well done.
What a game. He was rapping. That was going bottom corner.
Why are you looking at me, Laurie? Can't I clap?
It's a very loud clap though. I must say.
Laurie, why are you suddenly so quiet?
Just decided he wanted to be Maldini out of nowhere, didn't he? Kiwior just went.
Laurie, why are you so quiet?
I'm just watching the game. It's a good game actually, end to end stuff.
Well, it's good now. We're winning. I have to say though, it's a bit hard for me
Why?
because
That
the
sounds
thing
crazy,
is,
by
when
the
we
way.
scored, the radio's ahead, so I knew we'd scored, so I had to keep quiet.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
How many
Better
stations?
watch out, bro.
How many
Second-
stations do you listen to? Right now, how many stations you listen to?
Oh, that's why you said Jakob got to it a second before. When he had the shot, you said, yes, Jakob. And I thought...
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
And then he blocked it. Went, how did you... So you got the radio on right now?
I have,
It does it in the
No,
game.
I know it. But at games, I kind of get it. Because, it's kind of supplementing what you're seeing.
At the game, it will be level, but now it's a step ahead. But I always do that because on commentary you can hear a lot more.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
You can actually see. That's brilliant, Cecil. Cecil, you are the best. It's only one at the moment. But if we do win tonight, it will be two stations.
Right. Okay. Sorry, I was thinking, why am I the best? But yeah, it's normally because
Not because you said
normally it's two stations.
You said how many stations?
Yeah, normally it's two stations.
Which is absolutely.
Do you know what's bonkers though? Ty's listening to something.
This is what's cool.
Yes, bonkers, big tune. He's listening to
Yeah.
radio whilst watching this. People are watching us.
Oh
Yeah, I
my
know.
God.
I know.
He nearly did him. Who got the block? Was it Partey?
mad.
I don't know, but
Is he offside?
Go on,
Is he offside?
please.
What?
Go on.
Come on, Gabriel, that one. Bury that.
Man.
That wasn't great. Was he
Was
offside?
that bad or was that
Come on.
unlucky?
Was he offside?
It was a bad effort.
Oh, that's
That's
a
a
lovely
great
ball from
ball.
Erdegaard.
That's a bad effort.
It's a bad
Shit
effort.
effort.
Gabriel
I
won.
thought it went the other side of him. In which case I'd have said unlucky.
Their one was a bad effort as well. They should have scored.
Gabriel M1, you've got to bury that.
We both literally should have scored in that 30 seconds.
It's unlucky.
Who got the block? Because Ryan misplaced the pass to Partey. But I think, was it Partey got the block?
Thank you, Ty, for not
think
ruining
so.
it for us as well. By the way, when you've hurt your head, so thank you.
Look at that. But you didn't book Ebereche, did you? Look at that. Look, this is rubbish. This is what I'm saying about the nonsense and the inconsistency. What about Ebereche's challenge? Look at that. You didn't even have a word with him. This is what sickens me.
though.
This is what sickens me about the inconsistency. Look at that. You tell me, is that different to Ebereche's?
Was he-
Is that different? Sorry, James Cecil. This infuriates me.
You're quite audible. quite loud. That's okay.
It's passion.
James,
it's
don't
good.
make me laugh.
It's all good. It's all good. Love you, Tom.
No, I'm so annoyed. Because look, this shows in a nutshell why the referees are not good enough. How can you book Declan but you didn't even have a word with Ebereche? How? What are you doing then? So what are you doing then?
If they score from this,
I
I'll be
feel
fuming.
for Ty if they score right
No, I'll be fuming as well.
Well done.
done, Miles.
It was a foul actually, but it shouldn't have been a yellow.
Yeah,
Well done, lads.
Half time. Ooh, oh my God! Sorry.
that's what Leandro said.
with this
Look, Leandro
fake
said to Declan.
scrappy nonsense.
Leandro said to Declan, how come you get booked but Ebereche didn't? That's what Leandro said.
Well done. Half time, 2-1 up. Yeah, brilliant.
Come on, Jakob, man.
We've been,
so far. Incredible.
We've been coasting.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah, this has been as relaxed a game
Coasting.
as
right.
as I've
lads,
ever
I'm out
seen,
there,
really.
Thanks for having me. I'm gonna have to
Go enjoy the second half, mate.
So let's hope we win.
Have a great time.
See you lot.
Remember,
See you lot later.
before you go, if you're off the toilet or anything, remember your mic is on. Do not.
Oh yeah, I'll
do
take
not
it off.
swear.
Sorry,
Do not do anything profanity.
Swear.
Don't do anything
Swear.
crazy. The mic
Profanity.
the mic's on you. Nothing that will get us cancelled. Please, production,
No, of
take the
course
mic
not.
off Ty.
You know me. When have I ever done that?
Fair.
You going to the game now, yeah?
Yeah. But I did that when we beat
See ya.
5-1. So
See you later, yeah?
you can start saying you're rubbish now. You're nonsense now. You can say it.
Just start
Enjoy-
saying you're
enjoy the
rubbish
second
now.
half, yeah?
What's that?
But enjoy the second half, yeah?
Thank you. Same to you.
Are they actually going to let you in? I swear they don't let you in at half time.
No, that's because I used to do it, innit? So there's gates that's open, innit? There's always you have to be open. They're open all the way because they have to be because I used to do half time and afterwards, and there's always gates open.
Is there? I swear.
Yeah, but it's just a
Ty knows
little
better
thing.
Don't worry, once they see you come in, they'll be more than happy to let you in.
Yeah,
Ty's
look
been
now.
to every
So you're
football
now
game
I'm
of
leaving,
all
ain't it? You suddenly come to life. Where have you been? Where have you been before?
have you been?
What are you saying? What are you saying?
He's had a signal, bro.
Hey, Ty, what are you saying? He shook at you.
Is he scared of
Is that what
you?
you're saying?
The signal
No,
break.
that's what you're saying.
No. I'm not saying Laurie.
No, I'm just letting you talk,
not
bro.
far by it, but Laurie loves to talk absolute nonsense.
What, when people are
He
leaving?
doesn't talk
No, I don't know. Whenever. He loves to talk nonsense. So you know what I mean? When people are talking sense now, like you, James, Turkish,
That's
and,
right,
and I
yeah.
like to think me.
I'm
he
showing-
can't. You see, but now look now. Look
No,
at him.
but you're
Get
right.
excited.
You're right. I'm showing deference to you because you know so much. I thought, let me just keep quiet. Now you're gone. I feel more. He's still here. Ready to
The
talk.
funny thing is, Laurie, listen, you're trying to be sarcastic, but You are right. I do know more than you, but that's not. That's not.
Do you love what?
In football, anyway. About Arsenal. In football,
right.
maybe in football terms, maybe in other things. But see, why do you say the forward up there? Why did you let me get up and leave and you start talking?
Listen, I'm more than happy to agree with you. You know more than me. You've earned it.
No.
Is that a familiar trait then? When you leave the room, do you think he talks about?
No, just because I know what he's like. He's just a troublemaker, isn't it? He's just a troublemaker. That's what he is.
Enjoy the game. You said. Enjoy the
Thank
game.
you, and you.
Enjoy the game, bro.
Peace.
He said, "Get that phone, hurry up." That's what he said.
He said, what?
He just said, "Get that phone, hurry up."
Yeah. At least I won't be talking nonsense. Don't try to not talk nonsense. I know it's hard for you,
I'll
but
try.
try to not try to act like James and Turkish Assessor and talk sense.
No, but listen,
I know it's hard for you, but please.
It's a hard act to follow. I understand.
Yeah. What you mean?
It's all
People
right.
that know what they're talking about and don't talk nonsense. Peace.
Okay.
Phone isn't charged. That's what
Yeah, I forgot to plug it on.
Forgot to split the switch. We have time for the full game.
All right.
Right. Sorry. Half time.
Should do some
Super
comments.
chats. Yeah,
Like super
chats.
chats. There are so many guys. Thank you for
chats.
being so patient with them. We appreciate it.
Oh,
Someone
ties.
was saying that Turkish is loving Ty going head to head with Laurie right now. Okay. All right. Right, let's go through them all. They can be very random. We'll give you your thoughts. If anyone needs to go get a drink of water, bathroom, whatever, now's your chance. I'll look
Should
after
have given
these.
that option, man.
I was on route
It's all right.
bouncing anyway, bro. About options.
It's all right. It's all right. Let him have a break.
What the fuck is this detention?
Yeah, he wants to see Ty.
Nelson says, if you were Berta, would Mbemo be on your radar? So, he would have been until Waneri emerged, and now I don't think we need someone who really prefers that side of the pitch.
You still screaming for Kudus? Still got the boxes?
Well, exactly. It's changed my mind a bit on Kudus.
Wow. I never thought I'd ever hear those words.
I know. I love Kudus, and at the time, I thought we had no one there. He can play left, up front. He can even play in midfield. But I'm now leaning more towards a Nico Williams. But I think Kudus is. I haven't changed my mind on the player. Just on terms of the transfer.
Just on the way back.
I think the only thing with Cunha that a lot of people have their reservations about is his so-called temperament. I do think that
He's going to Man United.
Yeah, we're talking about
we were
Kudus.
talking about Kudus.
Oh, sorry. Who are you
Kudus
talking
from
about?
West Ham.
Oh,
Mbemo
right.
and
Sorry, I
Kudus,
thought you
yeah.
said Cunha.
But Cunha is one we're looking at. Joey was saying Ty would call him a disgrace. He's talking about Nketiah, I think. I remember when that came through. That was back during the Nketiah conversation about whether he should celebrate and stuff. Prith Viraj says Sesko. Who's VG? Oh, Victor Gyökeres. Semenyo Garcia in. Partey and Rice as a 6. Kai Marino left 8. Oh, I don't love that. I'm sorry. No need for a defensive midfield in this window. I'm sorry, Prith Viraj. I massively disagree. I don't ever want to see Havertz back in midfield. Marino can do a job. Apparently he's class.
Yeah,
I don't watch him, but apparently he's class. Kalechi Asika says, big up you man, myth legend, the GOAT, Uncle Ty.
He was here.
Big up to the man, myth legend, that's it.
He was
Uncle
here.
Ty. There we
Ty
go.
was
Ty's
here, he's
now
now
gone
gone.
to the game.
Some of you may be happy, some of you may not.
Back on the numbers, Chat Jay says it's different with Ronaldo because it's his brand. I totally agree. I think the point I meant though was it's not so much about the player. We know players will have preferred numbers and certain branding or whatever, especially Ronaldo because he's one of the greatest of all time. I'm talking about Man United fans. I promise you, they would not have liked to have seen him running around in a different number.
100%.
Every single one of them would have been like, CR7, it's Cristiano. Give him the 7 shirt. It's only that, it's just, and it's a part of it. Now, that's maybe an extreme example.
I was
but
fuming when Thierry came back and didn't get the 14. Even though he was only here for a short stint, he got the 12. Doesn't matter. Some say it
I
doesn't.
stomached the 12 because he wore it for France. So that was like a second number.
That was his original number that he
kind
wanted
of
as well.
made. Yeah.
When he came to Arsenal as
So I
well.
kind of, for that reason, I kind of was all right with it. But I know what you mean.
He made 14.
Basically, there was no other number outside of those I'd have liked.
Right.
Suj says number 14 for Arsenal is the same as number 23 for Chicago Bulls.
Facts.
Okay, don't tell me, is that a Michael Jordan? Yeah, the 23.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. There we go. I know some sport.
I was gonna say, you should, come on, you're more versed than me on sport. Yeah, Michael
That
Jordan's
could be
number.
one of the blocks of the season. That Mark.
David Beckham actually wore that number as well.
Who was
He
it?
was playing. In
Was
America.
it? Did LeBron go from 6 to 23 or the other way around?
I need some NBA. Other way around. Okay.
He went 23 to 6. So he had the.
Yeah.
Did they ever play for the same team? I know he was at the Lakers.
Lakers.
Was he still at the Lakers? I don't know. Guys, basketballers, let me know.
Yeah, I've actually
I
been
don't really
invited to London Lions. Whee!
Nice. Enjoy.
Courtside, innit? That'll be soon. Anyway, they're in the semi-final soon. Anyway,
Cryptic Dino says Ty cut it out. Been saying Arteta is the best tactician in Europe. He did it with the depleted squad too. We have to realise what we have at Arsenal. I think we all. I think a lot of people agree he's a top class young manager.
but no one knows.
I think the question, not everyone,
Yeah.
but I think a lot of people do. Certainly in this room, I think it's more a question of can he get us over the line, and is he going to get to the absolute kind of top? I still think he will, with or without Arsenal. That's where I am. Yeah, that's where I am with Arteta. But this season I've had more doubts than I have in the previous two, if I'm honest. Even when we completely capitulated in 22-23, I was like, yeah, but this guy's going in the right direction.
Yeah.
This season, I know we've had a lot of injuries. That doesn't necessarily mean I think he's manoeuvred his way around them brilliantly. But what do I know?
But has
To be
it
honest,
changed for you though? That feeling because
I still think
because of the
I
because
think
of the-
he'll deliver.
Yeah.
The thing is, until he wins a major trophy, like the league or I mean, I do class the FA Cup as a major trophy, actually, but for some people, for many people, the way they will look at it, and this was the point I was trying to make to Ty, he did very well against Real Madrid, and we've done very well in the Champions League, but until we actually win either the league title or the Champions League, there will still be people who will have their reservations about him. And to be fair, that's quite right, isn't it?
I don't know.
Football's all about winning things. So if you've spent a lot of money assembling a team, and then you can go on and win something like the Champions League or the title, then props. Until you actually do that, there will always be questions asked.
I hear it. It just feels
There's
like
nothing wrong with it.
feels like a Twitter opinion or just like a rival fan opinion.
You can't label
That's
him
what-
as this great manager when he's not won one of the major honours yet. That's my personal opinion.
Okay, that's fair, but
Until then, it's potential.
but what he's
Right.
done.
No,
Hasn't Arsenal done
but
for you? I know he hasn't
that's
won,
what
he
I'm
hasn't
saying.
lead-
Two
he
things
hasn't
can be
won-
true at the
okay,
same time.
Okay, fair. I just think
In order for you to put your name up there with the Ancelottis of this world, you have to have won something.
yeah.
Now, until then, it's potential, Cecil. And that's why I'm trying not to get too carried away with a Champions League win against Madrid. Yes, it was a great win. Yes, he did out-coach Ancelotti. All those things are true. But you got to take that next step. You've got to beat PSG, then whoever it is in the final, for you to be considered among the elite managers in Europe.
Yeah,
Do you agree?
I think what you said.
You have to
things,
deliver
two,
to be
yeah, two,
considered amongst the
two
elite.
things can be true.
But I don't think you have to win to believe in someone doing that at some point.
No, but what I would argue, until he actually does it, then it's potential, isn't it?
I think you can say.
I think he's.
I think you can say that Arteta's
He's
one of the
gone
best
past
managers
potential.
in Europe.
I don't think you
have
could
to
say
agree
he's a
with it.
great manager until he's lifted either the title or the Champions League. That's me personally. And I'm not throwing shade. That's just my honest opinion.
It feels Twitterish.
No,
I used to have
just-
I used to have this same conversation with Tottenham fans, especially Toby. Shout out to Toby.
Yeah.
When he used to be there
what
bigging
you're
up
saying.
Pochettino. And I said, yeah, but he's not won nothing yet. He's a great manager. He's an elite manager. I said,
He's a good
why?
manager.
Well, he's not elite, bro. How can he be elite if he's not won nothing?
Elite's a step for.
He's a good
elite.
manager, yeah, but is he a great manager? Is he elite? You can't put him in that category yet, surely.
Just having a look now. I mean, who are the recent managers? Ancelotti, Guardiola,
Mourinho.
Ancelotti, Tuchel,
Mourinho.
Hansi Flick. No, I'm just looking at recent managers who won the Champions League.
Oh, okay.
Jurgen Klopp. Yeah, they're probably those names are probably
Yeah,
right.
those are elite managers, bro.
Yeah,
Liverpool
okay,
fans
go
are
with
saying
saying.
slots.
Go with saying.
they'll
Go
say
with saying.
slots up there after coming to the Premier League and winning the first season, but you can't say that because he's, in my opinion, because he's obviously had a great team, world class players. But
I think you probably can.
I mean,
I think you can. He's taken Liverpool to the title year one.
If anything, that reinforces the argument, doesn't it?
But also,
That he come
can I
here in
say
his
though,
first season and done that.
you can come in and out of being a great manager.
Okay, well, that's fair.
He's a great manager slot because he's about to win the league with Liverpool in his first season, and he's done it comfortably.
Yeah.
But if the next 2-3 seasons they're kind of fighting for top four and they don't build on it and the rebuild doesn't go great and they struggle, you can then in 3-4 years' time saying, well, maybe he's, maybe he was. And maybe he struggled with this particular bit and has changed your opinion. By the way, I don't think that will happen. I think Slot's very good. I think he's done-
Ranieri then.
and he's done
Claudio
it
Ranieri.
very. I think he is a great manager, and they've picked him out brilliantly. But
Is that all? Was that all the super chats?
no, loads.
Now that is a good argument in the reverse, actually, what you just mentioned.
Claudio
Ranieri, because he won a league title, and I certainly don't
yeah.
regard him as a great manager.
No, but what you done?
But when you talk about those other guys that you mentioned, the
Pep Guardiolas,
the Ancelottis, the Jurgen Klopps, Mourinho's, people like that. Those are guys that have got a backlog. You know what I mean?
Well, a lot of people agreeing with you,
success.
mate. A lot of people agreeing in the comments. Yeah. So there you go. But there was a super chat earlier. Someone disagreeing with you. He's asking if you were trolling Laurie or being serious when it
About
came
what?
the conversation around the no, I think it was about the numbers. That's when.
Listen. I understand the significance of numbers. Yeah, I do. Right. My point is that it's not that deep for me. So when people like Cecil, my friend here, was, let's be honest, you were pretty scathing of Eddie.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, I said to you that I didn't think it was that serious. To me, it's not that deep.
I know, fair.
Because my perception of that was that Eddie was bestowed that honour, and he had the confidence in himself to say, "Look, I've been given this shirt, right, and now I'm gonna do my best to fulfil the, you know what I mean, that accolade."
Yeah.
He wasn't quite able to live up to it, obviously.
Yeah,
but to me, I don't think we should be dumping on Eddie because he had the 14 shirt.
No, we dumping him because he wasn't good enough.
Right. Okay, that's fine.
And the 14 shirts added to it a little bit, but also the club.
I remember having conversations with you, and you were going in.
Vexed
You was like,
on
"Yeah,
the
Eddie,
club.
get that 14 shirt."
I don't know why. Yeah, because I need to know if he requested it.
Well, he didn't. I don't think he requested it.
I think. Well, they said it was available.
They offered it to him.
I remember watching the interview about it, and he's saying he mentioned it was available.
Yeah,
they gifted it to him, but.
Just before we go on to the rest of the super chats, let's say a little bit more about Nord.
Here's a quick word from our sponsors. If you're spending any time online, you need a VPN. With Nord, your data's locked up tighter than Cecil's overpacked luggage, so no one's getting into your business. Using public Wi-Fi without a VPN is like playing a high line with Ben Davies at the back. You know what's going to happen. You're going to get exposed. But with NordVPN, your data is fully encrypted, meaning that hackers, data thieves, and even your mate trying to log into your streaming account, that does happen, can't touch you. Now, some of you might be interested in accessing content like the 3 p.m. football matches here in the UK. While we can't watch them directly, a VPN allows you with just one click to change your virtual location, like you're pretending to be in the USA or Australia to catch those games. Obviously, no one would do anything like that here, obviously. Nord is more than just sports, it's your passport to unlimited global streaming, from movies to exclusive shows, anytime, anywhere. And the best part is, NordVPN's got a huge deal for you. Head over to nordvpn.com/AFTV to get 4 extra months free on a 2-year plan. Plus, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee, so if you bottle it, you get your money back. Big up to NordVPN. Now let's head back to the video.
Another super chat from Jared says, not Cecil talking about doing the splits.
Yes, I know that sounds
done them on a football
crazy.
pitch?
Fire, brimstone, and all that stuff. But yeah, I did it on the pitch, and still a very, very viral video. But anyway, yeah. And Kiwior just did it, man. Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, it was a really good block. G, this is a very nice super chat. Thank you. Says, James, what are you doing different? You're looking a new man these days. Thank you. Quick question: of all the things we've missed this year, we've missed Prime Murder.
You see, you love that.
I didn't set the super chat.
Are you sure? Did you get someone to send it for you?
Well, maybe.
The smile that came over your face when you read that.
It's like, do you know what? Because I've been exercising. Look after myself. It's nice when people notice.
You know what confidence does for a man? Look at you, right?
Yeah, I might go play 90 minutes now.
James is there, people. Available.
There we go.
I'm putting you on the market.
That's my bro.
Get rid
He's
of this
looking
guy.
good. He's working hard, and look at him.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
It's nice to know when your effort is getting recognised.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, that is true.
No, but you know what? I said that to you the other day, didn't you?
You're glowing.
You're
Appreciate
looking
it.
well. Yeah, so big up yourself, man.
There you go. Well, Australia did good things, and there we go. Looked after himself. Question: of all the things we've missed this year, we missed Prime Erdogan. What needs to happen this summer around him?
Around him?
Well, that's
great
a
ball.
great pass from Erdegaard. I know the super chat came in a while ago.
Good
And Rice
defending,
nearly scored because of it. I think Erdegaard is just about making him more unpredictable. I think he always gets the ball in the same areas, and it's always the same patterns with him. I want him to pop out in the left half space, at times in the 10. I want him to be able to drop next to the 6 and be a part of build-up and actually run the game. Maybe you get more of an overlapping fullback at times. You have more of an out-and-out 10. I think Ødegaard's still a class player. I keep saying it. If Arsenal win the league next year, if we win the Champions League this year, I'm confident that Ødegaard is in there. He is a part of the team that goes on to do those things. I think he's that good.
Still the captain.
You know what Ødegaard needs?
Starter.
You know what Ødegaard needs? He needs a couple of goals and good performances.
He's in bad form. Some people think he's not over this ankle injury, I don't know if I really believe that, because why would he be playing? If it hurts to shoot, it must hurt to do everything else, right?
But Martinelli, I mean, some would say he was playing through injury when it was going for that
Timber's
bad patch,
been
and
playing
then
through injury.
He had that surgery and come back. He seems like a different player.
But that lasted over a year of bad form, and then suddenly he comes back from the international break and he's good. I think we're making a few too many excuses for Ødegaard there if we're just saying it's the ankle, but it might play a part for sure.
It's annoying because Ødegaard is definitely a good player. There's a good player in there. He's been not on form. But anyway, go on, crack on.
African sci-fi scholar. Ty is man-marking Laurie like Saliba and Mbappe. He has found a worthy opponent.
That was a good super chat.
That was good.
That was a good super chat.
I don't know what this means. Wormlet says, Ty, remember who dropped the screw in the tuna? What does that mean?
Yeah, from Keenan and Kel.
Oh, right.
Oh, right. I did not know that. Right, that was showing my age. One Turkish.
Mr. Smed, we've got another set piece here.
I don't know.
Orange soda, man.
Is Ty wearing wired Apple headphones, ones with broken AFC ones? Is that to tone down how loud he is?
No, that's what he is. Yeah,
I think he wears the non-branded ones under the branded
dropped
Arsenal
it.
ones.
Come on,
Got
Bobby.
be a goal.
But there was an offside.
No, it wasn't. It was a foul.
And now there's an injury.
You know, as soon as a goalkeeper drops the ball and goes down like that, they're always going to get the foul, you know that.
That new training top is fire.
From Joey.
Come on.
Which new training job?
Don't know.
Oh, this
Yo,
one.
Oh, that
man,
one.
them,
Is that new?
that's
I thought that was a retro thing, bro.
yeah, but that's what they wear. It's the new range.
Sue says the Lyle family dinners must be interesting. Cousin Tony and Cousin Laurie to determine the starting number 9 of the Champions League final. Your options are Eddie and Sterling. Love for them.
Hey, listen, man. We come from a big family. It's a massive family, and guess what? Pretty much everyone is an Arsenal fan. So you can just imagine the conversations we have. So yeah.
Do you not not want to go around the table and not talk about Arsenal? Does it happen every time? Because
No, but you know what it is, right? Growing up, my dad, God rest his soul, and my mum, God rest her soul, they were into sport and politics, and you're from the Caribbean. Caribbean culture. You sit around the table and you debate. You talk about all kinds of things.
just cuss bad word if I'm honest. Yeah, no.
Well, no, we weren't allowed to do that.
No, I wasn't. My older
you know,
parents and
in
my
the
mum.
Caribbean, like people out there, they know. If you know, you know. You sit around the table, you're having your food, and it's like, you know what I mean? Everyone's talking, everyone's got an opinion, everyone's expressing their views. So, yeah, that's what it is.
Darl Square said, Laurie is 100% right on this one. You need to win a major title to be considered a great manager. Until then, he's a good manager with potential. Cool,
Absolutely.
fine. Yeah, I don't really disagree with that. I still think...
She's easy.
I mean, you love your tennis, James, right? You can't call yourself a great tennis player unless you won a slam, right? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Similar with boxing. You can't call yourself a great fighter unless you've at least won one world title.
I do hear you. I think,
you know what I'm saying?
I think you can know, though.
Cecil seems to dissent from that view.
No, I'm just trying to think.
If I'm not wrong, yeah, okay, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, you know what it is. Right? You can't be a great Grand Prix driver if you've not won at least one of the Grand Prix.
Well, that's interesting because I think...
Really? Can you be a great if you in your career?
You're right. I think we're
won.
using the word great differently.
Yeah,
Yeah, because you are using.
You can have-
I always think there's a difference between you can be great and
And
a great.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes any sense, but...
No, you can have great potential. Like you can earmark somebody and say,
But Harry
you
Kane
know
is a
what?
great striker, but he hasn't won a.
Actually, that's
hasn't won a major.
very...
Yeah, you know what?
Very,
Hey,
very
brother,
good
no.
example.
Brethren.
Brother, like,
But-
I was trying to think of an example.
but you know what? That is a good
He's
one.
world class. But you know what he's got?
That
though?
is such a.
He's
But
got,
then he's going to
got
win
records. Yeah,
No, but he's going to win
records.
the Bundesliga this year, isn't he?
Well,
No, but he's got other records as well. Like
I hope so.
the
No, I don't hope so, sorry.
the
Why
numbers
not?
are great. Like look at the names he's up with. See with Arteta, I read the stat the other day. He's the only manager in the Premier League to ever hit 89 points and not win the league. Now, other managers have hit above 89 points and maybe not won it, but then they have at another point. So of every manager in history that's ever got 89 points in the league, he's the only one who's never actually lifted the trophy. Right. And I think there's little things like that. Second 2 years in a row. Let's see what we do in the Champions League. I think there's like a lot to suggest when you see how far he's taken us. I think you can say Arteta's one of the best in the world, but like depends on one of the 5.
But do you not think his copybook has been blotted somewhat by the fact that cast yourselves back to the start of this season?
That's a great.
Cast yourself back to the start of this season. Everybody said that if City slip up, Arsenal would be the ones to step into the breach. And yes, I know we've had injuries, but I've got to say, man, our campaign this season has been disappointing.
Yeah.
So, you know, that also has to be taken into consideration.
You're not wrong.
Do you know what? I just said he was one of the best. I mean, I've just thought of 5 others, though. Interesting. I don't know. People would say Slot. People would say...
Hansi Flick's doing good things with...
Yeah.
I mean...
Inzaghi. Yeah, okay, interesting.
There's a few...
Go on. Now that was shit. That was... Well done, Sterling. Well done. No, nearly well done. Come on, that was so... tepid and just drag it away. Grab the ball.
Who's been really good for Arsenal in this game and who hasn't even shown an appearance?
Kiwior's been really good.
Okay, Kiwior, thank you.
The comments disagree. I think Partey.
I think Partey's
Partey's been has been good at least. I've been happy.
Okay. So there's 2 names. Who's been non-existent in this game?
Sterling, man.
One. Anyone else?
Seriously, I'm looking at Sterling. I've not really seen him make a meaningful contribution to the game as yet.
I don't think Martinelli's got into this one too much either.
Is Robbie considered a great? Absolutely.
Brother, he's just been at 10 Downing Street. Are you crazy, bro? From interviewing outside the ground.
If you're talking in the football media space, absolutely.
Yeah, you can't deny that, man. Only haters deny that, man. In what he's done for sports.
Probably the
sports
godfather
media.
of it all.
Yeah, bro. Honestly. Big him up.
Yeah.
I remember the first time he told me that he was going to embark upon all this, man. I was like, really?
Is it?
Yeah, I remember 2012.
Because a phone call face to face.
Face to face, because what had happened is I know
Look how
that
ready Timber was for that, though.
part of the inspiration for all this was when my brother was, because he's good friends with Coogan, who does the boxing.
Yeah.
And he was telling me about, he's got an idea to do a football equivalent, but more, more widespread.
Yeah.
And I was thinking to myself, do you think it will work with football though? And look, here we are now.
He was on Talk Sport talking about that, and Robbie Lyle and how it all started to remember. I think he was telling Simon Jordan, which was quite funny.
Yeah, because Simon Jordan,
sort of listen.
I won't even say it. He was there trying to throw shade, and he's such a bitter man, that guy.
I'm glad you said it.
You know Simon Jordan, right? Simon Jordan
going to be inviting us to Talk Sport next week.
He will not
showdown.
Okay, him on.
Simon Jordan, right? What I've noticed about that guy, he will not. Every single opportunity he has to mention AFTV in a derogatory way, he will take it. And I'm like, yo, clearly you must be triggered, innit?
Yeah.
Because over here, like, nobody ain't bothered about you, bro. You've got your Talk Sport team.
Forget Simon Jordan. What about Eddie Nketiah?
What about him?
What about him? Oh my God.
What, did you want him to score or something?
No, I just can't. Like, people were backing this guy for years. Did you just see he just crumbled into the ground like he was made of sand?
That's a good description.
He just disintegrated. His body just.
But yeah, that guy Simon Jordan,
run through Sterling, man.
I'd actually love to see you two go at it, because you're very well
I'd
versed.
slap that
You're
guy,
very
man.
No, I know that. No, physically I know that, but you're well.
Him,
he's quite well versed in speech and
he's articulate. But you know,
it's articulate.
But you know what the trouble with Simon Jordan is, right? He's so narcissistic. His constant thing is he wants to be the smartest man in the room.
Yeah.
So once you've got that smartest man in the room syndrome, it negates everything else. Because he's so intent on proving how smart and intelligent he is.
Yeah, but
He's into what I call purple prose. Anybody out there that knows what that saying is? Purple prose?
No, I never
over
heard
my
that.
head.
I've never heard it.
You debunk.
You know what purple prose means, right?
No.
I've genuinely never heard of it. No.
Okay, this flowery, like somebody who takes 10, 15, 20 words to when you could use one word.
Okay.
So that's what I mean about him. He's
That's what I'm
so
saying. If he thinks he's the
intent on
smartest man in the room, but you debunk a lot of. You could debunk. You're an intelligent man as well.
No, he's a very intelligent man.
Yeah,
I'm not going to take that
That's
away.
what I'm saying.
from
But
him.
so,
It's obvious,
but so are you. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly. But he doesn't want to give anybody that credit. He doesn't want to, you know what I
Right.
mean?
I see.
And he's got this thing about AFTV. I've listened to TalkSport on a number of occasions, and we're nowhere near in that conversation. And he will bring, anytime Arsenal comes up. So, for example, the other day I was listening. You remember when Arsenal launched that dating thing?
Yeah.
Right? So they were talking about that and what a good idea that was.
Okay, cute.
This man just comes out like out of the blue. Yeah, maybe some of them AFTV lot could finally get a date. I'm like, bro,
It's serious.
Yeah,
I
that's what the man's on.
I don't
I'm like,
listen to
yo,
TalkSport
bro,
at all, so I wouldn't even know. I didn't realise.
we are living in your head rent free.
Jeez.
That's quite a rent-free comment.
It is.
That's
like,
very rent-free comment.
Like,
and a couple of times, Cecil, I've
That's
had to
cheeky,
listen
I'll be
to
honest.
his show.
Because he don't get gal at all, so I don't know who he's talking about.
And this man will
I don't know
just
what's going on here.
anything to do with Arsenal. If he
dream
wants
of
to have a
it.
pop, he will just mention AFTV. I'm like, rah, I didn't know we were that important to you.
That's very cheeky, man. Very cheeky, man. Very cheeky.
You know, better watch out he doesn't review the last 10 minutes.
I don't care.
What's he gonna do?
He'll be ready to read more comments.
Hey, listen, I would slap the out of Simon Jordan, bro. And if you're listening, the offer's there, bro. You know what I mean?
well, you want to box him.
He wouldn't do that.
It wouldn't
He
even
have it-
last
he would-
3 minutes.
Yeah.
Just have a debate with him.
You know what I mean? But you wouldn't let me get a word in, James.
Oh,
right,
he's
good
done
touch.
well. He's done well. He's done well. And it's
You're not a fan.
Definitely not. Like I said, look, one thing I would say, though, is that the guy, he's a very intelligent man. He's articulate. He does know his football. But like I said, the attitude that he has is that he constantly wants to be the smartest man in the room. And he will just come out with some ridiculous things to try and reinforce that. You know what I mean? But anyway, back to the football.
I've thought of some changes. I think let's get Rice off. He's played a lot of football.
Agreed.
I didn't really want him starting this game. Get Lewis Skelly in midfield and get Zinchenko on.
Bring on Ethan, man.
And then
let
Waneri
the
for
kid
Sterling.
come on, man.
Waneri for Sterling would be the other.
Yeah,
Must
what's
be-
happened to Raheem?
Actually, no. Get Partey.
What did you say?
What happened to Raheem?
Yeah, he's not done
That question is like 3 years too late.
No,
Man,
bro,
what
like,
happened
come
to
on,
him?
bro. Like, oh,
Honestly, Laurie.
I'd get Sterling on the left just to simply manage Martinelli.
If they replay what Son just did there, I know he does
I
not.
wanted them to replay what Partey did. That was class.
Look at this. Just look at Sterling. He just
got
flicked
good
his
delivery.
leg. Look.
God.
He's on bad.
Oh God.
He's on bad. Look. Huh?
To be fair to him, Gehi got a tap.
Yeah, but still.
No, you got to be
No,
ready.
still
Nah, bro. You
shit,
got to be
man.
ready. He's coming off.
Yeah, I mean, only right. Oh, for Saka, okay.
This is so sad for me, you know, seriously. I know I'm biased.
No, I'm Jamaican. So I should be biased, but I just see what it is. I see
you know
for what
I
it
mean?
is.
James, if you had like Calafiori performing like this, you would know what I feel. You know what I mean? You would know how we feel.
Well, who are we talking about? Sorry,
Sterling. It's
Oh.
sad to see, bro. Like,
Yeah.
he's a legend of the Premier League. You know what I mean? And I know he's not at the top of his powers, but I expected more.
From an Arsenal fan's perspective, I don't really care other than I want him to be good for us. As a football fan, I agree. I think it's quite a sad end
It is.
to what's actually been a great
phenomenal
career
career.
in which a lot of wonder kids don't live up to the hype.
No,
and in terms of achievements, in terms of what he's done in the game, in terms of delivering for club and country, he has done it over a long
Yes.
time. 16, 17 he broke in, I think.
Yep.
So I kind of feel sorry for him from that perspective. I think I don't want him to. I don't want his career to be kind of to end in a way where he's remembered like a.
Exactly.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of someone. I was about to say Willian, but to be fair, Willian's gone to Fulham and, you know,
It's like
somewhat
watching a
restored his-
former great fighter, and you watch him and you think, oh man, this guy's washed. You know what I mean? And it's quite sad to see.
It's why I rate players like Toni Kroos going out on a Champions League win, still a regular in that Real Madrid side to a degree, and going, I'm done. Like Xavi and Iniesta did the same. Actually, no, is Iniesta still playing? No.
No.
But he was playing for a long time, wasn't he? I think in Japan.
Just from one, you know,
Yard man.
one countryman for us to another. Arda Güler, man, what? Arsenal can't just talk to my man and say, look, Odegaard weren't getting minutes. He come to Arsenal. Now he's captain.
There's an opportunity there, yeah.
Yeah, bro.
But
like,
obviously, they might get
there's a pathway there.
they might get Alonso and Arda Güler
He'd fit well.
might fit Alonso's
Great ball
system
by
well.
Partey.
But Arda Güler's getting this, bro. He doesn't get hard. He gets no minutes.
Angelotti don't like him.
I
They
think
are-
Brahim Diaz
they-
is more likely, you know.
They are violating him.
And
Arteta gave him a big fat hug at full time.
no.
Come and get
I
Güler.
like Diaz as well, but yeah, I'd rather obviously bias was. Yeah, I'd
No,
rather
I get that, but I think, like I said, the Odegaard model is there's an obvious like they can just show you a case study of it. Like, you know, same thing. Young talent wasn't getting enough minutes in Real Madrid.
He's
Came
only
to
20
Arsenal.
though, Arda Güler.
He's young.
His time will come.
But
His time
Odegaard
will
was
come.
young. Was that? Yeah.
Who said?
Partey's.
Who said Partey wasn't? No man. Someone said Partey wasn't playing well.
I mean, you saw Arda Güler
And
in
that
the
was class, yeah.
Euros, Turkish. He looked really good. I mean,
he's quality.
He's technical.
He's quality.
once you entrust the man,
He's just at Real Madrid. That's the only.
I think he needs to leave them though. I think he does need to leave if he's going to forge his career. And
Yeah,
have
well,
that.
that's what happened to Odegaard.
Yeah.
That's what happened to Odegaard.
Ooh. Al Nassr prepared to offer 100 million euros for Mohamed Kudus.
Wow.
Who will?
Wow.
Al Nassr,
That's big
He'll
money.
take it, man.
That's big money.
Eze's off.
class player.
I think that's an ode to the semi-final of the weekend.
The African Sci-Fi Scholar Super Chat says, Lauria single-handedly increased my vocabulary. I called my girlfriend a contrarian because of him. So there you go. You're helping them win arguments.
Hey, listen, man. You know what? When my mum was alive, she always used to say to us, she wants us to, you know, read books and articulate yourself properly. And I've always tried to live by that. So,
But we do have this super chat. Silver's asking, why does Laurie say Mourinho instead of Marino?
Marino. What in the Arsenal?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sorry about it.
That's all good.
No, I do have a tendency to do that. So.
All good. You should see what Lee Judges says.
Do you remember when I called Leandro Trossard Leonard for the whole
No,
world had to restart?
you called him two different things in the same video. Yeah. You called him Leonardo, and then you called him...
Yeah, Leonard, I think.
Oh, that's lovely, man. Partey, look at that.
He is on fire.
Come on, man. Give him that 2 years,
He
bro.
wants that 2 years. He's trying to play for it.
You know what I've ended up calling Mikel Marino? M&M. It's just easier.
Yeah, I like when you call him that, to be fair.
Why?
Eminem.
Why Eminem?
Mikel Marino.
Oh, M&M. Okay, yeah, got
M&M.
it. Fine.
Same
Yeah,
man.
very good.
Same as Eminem was Marshall Mathers. M&M. Did you know that?
I did.
So that's who you know your team.
But so what were we talking about? Oh, names you butchered. Yeah, Leandro, you said two different things in one.
I had to just do.
What did you say?
I called him like Leonardo, and then I had to do the whole work.
And
I
then
was
you called
moving mad.
like Lando or something.
Yeah, something.
You had a shocker.
Mate,
Right, is he all right?
Yeah, a few weird ones this game. I mean, nothing will beat.
Andre Alberto.
No.
No, here he's there. But you're talking about Monroe.
You know what's weird about Leandro
Single-handedly the
Trossard?
funniest day I've ever had on this channel.
You know what's weird about
Watching-
Leandro Trossard is that I didn't realise he's still only 30 years old, you know.
Oh, should have
Should
scored.
have scored that. He could have
Definitely
called
should have
that as well, Raya.
No, he did the right thing there.
There's no one there though. I hear it.
Actually, the hardest I've laughed. It wasn't even the AFTV. So Monroe's one.
Monroe's
And
up
when
there.
your mic wasn't working on your match report on your channel.
Biscuits and steaks.
I brought it up the other day. That had me in stitches. Also, his most recent fan
Biscuits
cam
and
was
steak.
hilarious
So
as well.
serious.
What one?
I said, I voice noted you saying that was probably your best one, even over the biscuits one. I think-
Real Madrid.
Yeah, Man said, Vinny said 9 p.m. When is that? What was he talking about in Brazil? 9 p.m. I was tired. Remontada.
This is great. I like this conversation. What are the funniest?
No, there's been some
sort of
top tier
football
moments.
YouTube? No, do you know what came up on my
been
feed the
some
other day
top-tier
was
moments.
Saeed playing FIFA and he offers Mbappe like
Mbappe.
Yeah, and he
£10
walks
a
off.
week.
Yeah,
They spoke about that at SDS. They spoke about that.
That is
yeah.
one of the
So
great.
he's had a few, man.
Boy, come back. He said, come back.
Negotiate.
Yeah.
Incredible.
He's had a few, Saeed.
No, Saeed's had
And
loads.
then he just takes his headphones off and goes, puts his head up and goes, fuck! Loses it.
Nah, expressions. And I saw it bring up, but the war But he said,
The BBC one.
oh my God. And they cut to they stopped the game for the news break. And he goes, big up the war, becoming great. That's mad.
The BBC one.
That
was
is
wild.
There's been some unbelievable funny moments. Unbelievable.
And a few sloppy moments in the box though.
Yeah, we have. Still talk about the game.
Talk about the game. I know.
Thank you.
I switched off a long time ago, but who tried bicycle? Eddie. Oh, he is.
Saliba just ran
And then
through
he
him.
broke his neck. And then he. Yikes! That was if he connects that scores, that's unreal though.
I'm trying to think of other great moments now. I'm just.
There's loads. Even me, small, but falling through the chair in America hurt me so much.
That killed me.
Oh my days! Raya,
They should have scored.
Raya's moving a bit.
This is one of the worst games I've seen him for a long time.
He's flapping at everything. I can't believe how good Chris Palace are at set pieces.
We can't afford for him to be doing this against PSG, man.
No one talks about Palace set piece goals as much as they talk about Arsenal's.
He was in no man's land there. You see that?
He's flapped it.
Look, where was he going?
Someone's grabbed his arm or pushed his arm though.
I'm still thinking.
There's been loads.
Ones I've absolutely just. No, I tell you what. I was dying the other day at Steve going through the Conference League teams.
Yeah.
That did
The
kill
Joe
me.
God.
And then he just went, someone's taking the fucking piss. It's so disrespectful, but it's so funny. It's the way he read them all out, but he's just sitting there.
Trying to stay quiet. Djurgården. That's who they're playing, isn't it? In the semi-final.
Is it?
I think so.
Oh, that's crazy.
From Stockholm.
Leg and Warsaw, mate. There's a few.
Aaron speaking Dutch and Saeed nodding in the background.
Oh, that's brilliant as well.
One of the best ever ones.
That is
Oh,
brilliant. They
oh.
speak about that. In
That
SCS as well.
is world class.
He tries to justify
That
it as
is
well. You know,
wild.
Saeed. On SCS on his interview, he goes, "Yeah, but you kind of know what they're saying. You kind of understand." I was looking at Saeed like,
That is absolutely what Aaron is proper just speaking some beautiful Dutch, talking to Ten Hag, his sides in the background, just
Nothing. And then at some points he's like says bruv, Saeed's fucked.
I'll be honest. I've done that recently.
it's true, like he's reacting
I've
to
done that
Victor getting the
recently.
points. Like that was a good point.
Yeah, I've done that recently.
That
with a
is-
And then
Spanish
sometimes
guy.
That is,
it's that Saeed, he can't justify that.
that is
Saeed's
absolutely
got so many moments.
world class. And also, and you know what? This isn't even funny, but Tobes in the airport is world
Oh,
class.
that's brilliant.
Told him there.
I'm
gonna blow the roof off this
How
place.
can you lose? How? You're in an airport.
And
And
the things you're saying
And
could
he's
get
with,
you.
and he's with his missus.
She had to walk
And
off.
she was just embarrassed because he just got off.
But do you know how funny that looks though?
No,
Like,
what?
imagine you're in a big airport and there's one guy just doing this and going mad. That looks hilarious.
And the
Like-
way he flips, you know how Ty has a funny way of flipping.
Yeah.
Tobes has
It
a
builds.
similarly funny way of like the pauses in his sentences and the energy level just rising. Ooh.
Oh,
That's going
that was probably going in.
Deckers with the block.
That is a great moment. Oh, go on. You've still got it.
Oh, it's gone out wide.
I'm surprised Rice wasn't offside there in that block.
So what was that?
That's a good point.
Do
Do you know what? Yeah.
No. Ooh.
Oh my god!
Oh no!
Now,
No, the ball crossed the line. Didn't it?
have a little look.
Yeah, they don't know that's all the way over though.
Yeah, they don't know. Semi-automated.
Did he blow the whistle
Do they have
before it went in?
I think
all that
there's
technology?
two problems here. I think Timber's offside as well. Let's have a little look. Erdegaard. No, he's on.
He's
on.
on.
Just
He's well
on.
on. No, look at
No.
that. He's well on.
Is it well on?
Did the ball
well
go
on.
out? Did the ball go out?
Oh, I think that's
I mean,
on.
that might be on, and that's on side. And that's
No, but did the ball go out?
No,
I think that might be in, you know.
that's
That's
Oh,
they
that's-
can't. They can't.
No, that's on. That's on, bro.
No, but they are. They will VAR it.
That's on.
That's a great ball as well. The keeper's gone mad. Was it not in goal?
It's a great ball.
It's a
No,
great.
Martinelli tapped
Yeah, they're having a
in.
look.
That's
They're
a goal.
having a
That's a
look.
goal. It's a goal.
Martinelli tapped
You heard it here first. Yeah. No, I'm joking. We don't know yet. Sorry.
Looked like it went out to me.
Go ahead of the curve. He's definitely onside.
But did all the ball go out? That's the thing.
When the ball's in the air, it's difficult to see. But They need a better angle than what they just showed us. But I think that's in. What is the poem? I was trying to think about this the other day. The Rose of Red. What was that one? Because I need to remember. I need to find that
Which
one.
one?
Roses are red, violet, and I tried to make
Early
it,
in the season.
Yeah,
one,
I need
of
to.
your worst.
I need to.
Your worst,
I
actually.
need to find that one.
Shocker.
I tried to do.
Oh, they're checking for offside.
It's definitely not offside.
So maybe they've established that.
Maybe
the
they're going
ball's
back
in.
to the Rice one. But it can't be Timber they're checking because that was easy.
Yeah.
It's gone backwards as well. The ball's gone backwards. For the Timber one, potentially.
Should be a goal.
Sorry if I mean for the cross from Martinelli. Timber was definitely onside though. I'm sorry. You can see the line on the pitch.
My only.
Just a load of Mark Goldbridge ones popped into my head.
Oh,
He's had
he's
some
brilliant.
absolute blinders here.
Crackers. Come on, be 3-1. What did I say? 5-1. I want to be excited. I got this last game.
I think I said 3-1 on forever, but
It's a goal to me. I don't care. Listen, it hasn't been given yet, people, but I need Ty with his headphones.
don't really know what they're checking that. I mean, if it's
It's the ball that
it can't be offside. The offside seems.
Yeah, here we go. Okay, here we go. What's
It
offside?
wasn't all the way out though, was it?
Yeah, the ball looks out. They're talking disallowed goal for offside though. That's not offside.
But then
That does look out there, to be
that's
fair.
out then.
But it's not offside.
Oh, that looks like it might. It's just where's the contact? Thing is, if at any point it's out, do you know what I mean?
That looks out. That looks out from here, but it's not offside. They say checking disallowed goal for offside. No, goal kick.
Yeah.
So
I
the
think
ball
that's
was out
probably
then.
correct. The ball's out.
Yeah,
That's what I thought.
That's probably correct.
No, you go.
I must admit, when I saw it in real time, it did look like the ball went out.
That's not offside. That
Yeah, it's all right, yeah.
I mean,
I can see enough of it.
have they not got the camera on the other side of the net?
I don't know, but I think it's the right decision though.
You know what I mean?
Couple super chats. Louis says, why does Arteta try with Sterling and doesn't play Nwaneri at all these days? Sterling's on loan, but Nwaneri's the future. It's confusing.
I'm surprised Wanyeri's not come on.
AJ asks James, are you still losing your mind after watching Partey tonight? He deserves the contract, and if Zubimendi's coming, I don't care if Partey stays. He deserves a contract, and if Zubimendi's coming, I don't care if Partey stays. I'm a bit confused by that. When he's saying you don't care if he stays, but he's playing well. I'm a bit confused by that one. Abdullah says, how can PSG watch Arsenal versus Palace, Brentford and Everton and still want to attack and press us? We struggle against low blocks. I honestly see us finishing the tie at the Emirates if they come at us. But they can hurt us though. Like, they do have quality. I think they got a bit more. They got more attacking cohesion, more of a game plan going forward than what they called than Real Madrid do.
I think the one thing I've noticed about PSG that they definitely have more than Madrid is the energy and pace going forward. They're lightning quick. And
Real Madrid have that in abundance, though.
I think it's in the way they want to play.
Enrique is just tactical, man.
Yeah.
And that's modern day, innit?
Yeah.
There's not much changes.
Ancelotti's lasted a good while in this modern era, doing what he, the old school way. Yeah, that's credit to him.
Mm-hmm. And also, what a CV. AC Milan, Chelsea, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, PSG, Napoli, Everton. Like, some huge clubs in there. Even a stint at Everton has aged really well when you look at what's happened with them since. Like, what did he have them? I think they finished top 10, but he had them fighting for top 4 at one point. So, yeah.
Yeah. I must say, I do slightly disagree with you guys about PSG and Madrid. I think when I saw them, they're definitely more energetic than Madrid going forward.
No, but we agree with you.
Oh, you do? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I just think they're.
That's just form, though.
Yeah, I think in Bernabeu they were up for it, but we just got to totally white. Honestly, what they tried to be enthusiastic, kill us with pace, but we were just unbelievable that night. But
I think that's going to be a really good game for the neutrals as well, actually, because PSG they won't sit back.
No, they won't.
It won't be a low block game. They'll come and try and attack.
Which is, yeah.
So there will be goals.
Did work getting out of the way there. I just don't like his touches at the moment.
Did you know? No, did you know?
Go on.
You said me, but like surprised has been nowhere near him.
Yeah, no one here is. He hasn't been favoured for a while. I wonder what's.
I mean, he scored at the weekend, man.
I know. I don't know why Arteta's. Is Mateta on now? Is this Mateta? They bring him on, yeah.
I think he came on. see him getting ready to come on.
Yeah, so getting ready to come on.
Oh.
As well. I don't know if they made the sub. I don't think that is him.
Still Nketiah on the pitch, so. Big difference with PSG is that they don't attack like headless chickens. Madrid attack was all over the place. It'll be a very tight game, says London Nomad. And I agree that they've got way more of a structure in the way they build up. It's their ability to get Mendes and Hakimi up the pitch.
That 2-0 though, I know the team's changed a lot since then, was probably one of the best ones.
It was one of our best games of the season.
I agree.
Brilliant.
I couldn't believe how good we were that day. That Real Madrid's in there sporting away and Man City at home.
When you look back at it, it was a bit of a sign that we clicked in Europe, wasn't it?
Yeah. And after that was quite... I don't know if we lost to Inter after that. Do you know that Inter Milan game? That's what I was going to say earlier. That got erased from my memory. I was there. I forgot everything. I forgot how we scored. I forgot.
We didn't score.
I saw how they scored. I forgot they got the penalty. I forgot about the handball. I had to rewatch everything back. I was literally in the stadium.
Yeah, and when I reflect on that game,
It's ridiculous.
I don't think we played badly. I think we were unfortunate to lose it. I don't think we deserved to win.
Yeah.
I think we were unfortunate to lose that game. But I think if we play in the Champions League, if we get to the Champions League final and it's Inter,
They had chances. They're hitting the bar and that. I think. I don't know why that was just. Well, sometimes that happens. Like a game was erased from my memory completely. But yeah. What are the people checking now? No, they're checking about that ball. No. Raya has been very interesting in this game. I don't know what he does. Like Turkey said, it might be. The thing is, the goal we could do nothing about, the Chris Palace's goal, but just everything else hasn't been so assured. That I'm normally used to seeing, like crack catches from crosses and stuff.
We're both just coasting now, man.
yeah.
Yeah, I think even us watching it right now.
I think Palace will push for the equaliser, but I don't think anyone's going to overexert themselves when there's big games to come for both.
Let's
This is a Palace side that have been conceding a lot of goals, so I'm a bit disappointed we haven't raised it a little bit.
Yeah, do we feel like we're just sitting out now?
I think we've played a bit safe, which I don't mind.
Mars is mine.
If you play, listen, if you don't get out of second gear and you win the game, I'm happy.
Martinelli, I still want more from him in this game, you know.
Yeah, he's not really had a great game, if I'm honest.
He hasn't really done much. Saka hasn't really. He's on, but I haven't seen him do much.
Just went to thrash that Erdegaard.
Stats wise, obviously they'll come up on your screen on the side, but 8 shots, 12 to Palace, 8 to Arsenal. On target, though, we've had 5, they've had 3. Possession stats 65% currently to Arsenal, 35 to Palace. They've had 1 offside, we haven't had none. They've had 6 corners, we've had 2.
I like this tweet from a guy called Rick James. He says the new Kiwior software update comes with a Gabby goal scoring spec.
Oh yeah,
Oh, that's nice. That's really nice from Erdegaard. See, I love that. See, he's got it in him.
Well. He just rolled Hughes there. That's good. Drive it.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's decent.
Saka.
Well
What a
done.
save.
Great save from Dean Henderson.
What a save.
Saying they weren't in it.
Saka, I know. 2
That
players
was
said
a
he weren't
great
in it.
Look at that. That's brilliant.
Saka's done well
Everyone
to
involved.
getting a shot out of that. if I'm
Dean
honest.
Henderson.
Erdegaard, well done. Martinez.
Because that was goal bound. That was going in for sure.
Oh, he's done well.
Oh, Tariq Mitchell and Saka's always a good battle. Always. You beat
Look at
him
that.
there.
Oh, it's not much more Saka could have done.
Yeah, it's a good reaction save.
How did he save that?
Yeah.
Because that's come at him from quite close as well.
Eddie's coming off. Seems like he's getting an applause from everyone in the stadium.
That's nice to see.
Let's say Matera coming. Wow, Matera with the moustache. The moustache. What's the way to say it? Moustache or moustache? Potato.
I've never
Moustache?
heard someone say mustache till today,
Oh, sugar.
so I'm not sure that's a question. But maybe.
Maybe
Yeah, the moustache.
moustache, I think.
Yeah.
Can't grow one,
say
so I can't
moustache.
say it.
Moustache.
M-U-S-T.
Yeah.
Oh,
Back post. They did that in the last corner of Arsenal. Declan Rice crossed
do you
it
think
in,
he should have
cross side.
scored that?
I think he should have headed it back across, which he did in the last one. He did this in the last corner. He went back post and he headed it back across. I think he should have done it again. That's a difficult angle to score from.
Yeah, I see what you mean, so
There's
you're right.
There's a lot of bodies there.
He's coming off now as well.
8 minutes played. Trossard seems to be leaving the field. Is that right, or is he just jogging back? He might just be jogging back. He's just jogging back.
Just jogging back.
Oh, it's chilly in here, you know.
Could get the heating on.
Oh, look at that by
Lewis.
Miles Lewis Skelly.
Well done, Lewis Skelly.
See the strength on Mateta's a big, strong guy. You see that? Bounce him off the ball.
Brother, I saw Miles Lewis Skelly bounce off Jude Bellingham, bro. Jude Bellingham's like 4 more feet taller than him.
Look at this again with Mateta. Look at this. I want you to see
Oh,
this.
we lost it with
Oh,
Phil's
okay.
before. Lewis Skelly has the gift of that low centre of gravity. You know the
strength.
way he just
Yeah.
he almost like doubles his strength by with his standing
plants
position.
his feet and just
When you're bouncing,
like that as
when
well.
you're bouncing Mateta out the way like that, man, that's very impressive. Because Mateta is a unit. I remember when seeing him up close and personal play for Palace this season. He's a big guy. So to bounce him off like that, very impressive.
Got to give credit to Arteta for the way he recognised the position for Lewis Skelly in this team
Yeah, man.
at left back. I mean, I think that
Yeah, because he's a
very,
midfielder by
very
trade, isn't
clever. Very, very clever.
it? It was. And that's another thing you got to give Arteta for as well, credit for. Like, that was sloppy there. That was
Oh,
sloppy.
What a goal.
What a goal.
What a
my,
goal.
what a
Lobbed
finish.
right.
Mateta.
Who did he push to the
Saliba,
ground?
man.
He's going to do the boom, innit he? 14.
I like this celebration, I've got to say. Here we go.
It's a brilliant finish.
Who made the mistake?
Saliba again.
Again, he did that against
Fucking
against Real
wake up,
Madrid.
mate.
He's got to cut
He's
that
messing
out,
about, man.
That's-
Well, I don't, you know, in the grand scheme of things, it's not the end of the world, but
No, mentally,
you
twice
know,
in a row.
and Man City, you know, they're just
And
putting little
I'll be
points on the
honest,
board.
I want to win this game. I'll be real. Not that it like you said, it doesn't
Really
matter.
annoying.
But I want to.
What
I
are you
want to
doing,
win it.
Saliba?
Mate, that's two times he's done that in 3 games now.
The exact same error.
Yeah.
Look, having a pass, deciding's going to turn in on it instead.
Oh,
Look, that was under hit, and then
Why would
No,
you
it's
want
the
to go
same
back?
error.
Odegaard's telling you as well.
fuck's
Don't
sake, man.
Oh,
don't
that's
come
a
to me.
Beautiful
It's
finish.
a great finish.
kiss the crossbar. as well.
Unbelievable.
He waits Odegaard. Odegaard, he's pointing to Raya. Go to Raya. He didn't even look.
that's very sloppy, you know. Very sloppy.
That's great striker play.
Bounced off. Look at the way he handles Odegaard. And we were just talking about Mars Skelly. Remember?
Yeah.
And look at the way he just
I
dealt.
sort of, I don't expect Odegaard to win that.
No, I'm not saying he was, but I'm just saying look at the
Yeah,
difference.
Yeah, well, especially when
Totally.
Odegaard's telling you, don't give it to me. Go there.
Totally got thrown out, but
That's poor from Saliba, man. That is poor, bro.
I also think Odegaard's a bit close. I'm not listening. It's Saliba's fault. But move Odegaard, like just why are you there all the time, just next to man? Do you get what I'm
Oh, you
like,
think maybe
you've drawn in
didn't
another
help him?
player as well, like
I sort of see what you're saying. yeah.
there should be centre back to centre back
No,
across.
I don't think you can blame Odegaard.
I'm not blaming him. I've said it's Saliba's fault, but why? Like Odegaard,
that's
what are
probably-
you
that's
doing
probably-
in
that's
between
probably-
the centre backs? Bro?
That's
You're
probably
our 10, bro.
That's Arteta's.
Yeah, but
formula,
what are you
though.
doing?
I know that's his fault. That's,
It's definitely Saliba, by the way.
yeah, it is. But that's why.
But that's my frustration with Odegaard.
But Odegaard
Why are you
picks
always
up.
there?
He picks up the ball from deep.
Yeah,
so
stop
much,
that,
Yeah,
man.
I hear that.
Partey's good enough to progress the ball. Like.
Do Liverpool become champions if we don't win?
Yeah.
No,
No. If we win, they
No,
want,
if we lost.
If we lost, sorry, yeah. But our AGT was messaging me today, like, come on Arsenal, because he wants to beat them there and win it against Spurs.
The manager will be so frustrated by that. Because you're...
To be fair, not one part of our season has been us making Liverpool earn it, so I don't see why we'd suddenly start now.
I just think. I said what I said the other
such a
day. I say when we turn up,
goal.
we can beat anyone, but we let teams. And then recently, have been just giving goals.
What's up with Saliba? There's been a few instances this season, you know.
So no, I was just eulogising over him as well, especially for another media company earlier before this.
He's a great
Or
player.
French media
I love
company.
him. But he's made 2 errors. And what's annoying is he's made the same error twice.
Yeah.
And I think the judgment on
There's
both
been a
is
few other
appalling.
errors as well. Oh.
I think the judgment on both errors is really poor.
And baffling as well, because it's just
I remember I was at the game when he got sent off against Bournemouth. that was poor
That's
too.
a foul. No,
Remember
Just
that?
left the ball.
Pulled him.
Remember when he dragged down my man and
Bournemouth.
got himself sent off?
Bournemouth.
Yeah. It's a bit
Kieran
late.
Waneri. So who's this for? Odegaard? Oh, it's not a good look. Abdullah says, I just trust our defence to fully nullify PSG's attack. They give us space, we'll score, but fit Marino is crucial. Don't see us winning without him, to be honest. How quickly perception changes on players, right?
Do you think that mistakes was maybe an element of tiredness? I mean, Saliba's probably played as many minutes as anyone in the Arsenal.
Man. Can't play like it's just nonsense.
No, but with tiredness does come lack of concentration at times. Do you think that could be a factor?
I don't think it's even lack of concentration. I
So
think
what is
he's
it?
just been stupid both times.
No, but that's clearly switching off, isn't it? Not concentrating. I mean, it's catching now, man.
It's a shame. It's a shame
Against
because
Madrid, it wound me up so much because he didn't need to take a chance. He needed to recognise that we'd just gone 1-0 up at the Bernabeu. Let's get through 5 minutes and settle. Don't give Madrid. So I thought that was poor game management. In this situation, there's 5 minutes to go, and not only have you made a really sloppy pass and a sloppy error, but you've made the exact same one you made a week before. That's really, I get it. Maybe there's kind of patterns and whatever, and I don't know. You're used to doing the same things. You're instructed to do certain things, and then you just might get it wrong.
You know
once
what's
or
ironic
twice,
as
but
well about it, James? Who was the person that everybody was saying's got a mistake in him before? Kiwior.
Yeah, and he's
Kiwior's
been flawless.
for the last couple of performances. And the guy you would expect to be,
I was giving credit to Saliba today, say that he's the reason why Kiwior has been so good on another media platform. That's completely wrong.
Well, he's helped, and he has been brilliant at the same time. It's just.
But those mistakes are needs to be cut. It's a shame because you want your defenders, the partnership, to go into the game confident. Next game, PSG.
The thing is, up until that point, he'd had a really good game.
Yeah. Listen, for now, there's still. That was cheeky.
Man,
that was
when
rude.
you're playing in that centre back position,
Deal with it.
you have to be focused at all
Go
times.
now.
Give it to him. Turn. Drive. Who is this?
Ranieri.
Oh, you come. Sorry, who did you come on for?
Odegaard.
Thanks. Oh, that's nice.
Not
way too
really
late.
sure Rice needed to finish this game, but
Way too late, don't you think? You should have
Yeah.
from time.
He should have. You're right. I can't lie. I enjoy what I'm seeing though. Rice and Ethan Ranieri and Saka on the pitch. We want this for ages.
This is kind of disappointing. This is
Just
going
a
to
bit
be
late.
like our third draw in 4 games in the Premier League.
Mm-hmm.
You know that?
Yeah, it's really disappointing.
Third draw in 4 games. Play. Oh, he could have went first time there, Tinny. Saka was in. Saka's all on the side. You
I
have
would
to go this
imagine
side.
that Mikel
You have to come back this
was
side.
Absolutely fuming.
Have to come back this side. You have
No.
to. Yep. Have to still play this way.
Damn, they've had more shots than us, Palace this game.
Yeah. That was only recently on target they've overtaken. Oh my days, disappointed in Arsenal for
We
that.
are the draw specialists, man. This will be our 13th draw this season.
City are hunting us. Really annoying.
City, are they third now? What the hell?
Yeah, they're third. 6 points behind us. It's really annoying. Albeit they need 3-game swing because the goal difference is so in our favour, but still. Like I said, it doesn't really matter, but I don't want to be,
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Previews, everyone said they don't really care, but I want to win. I want to win the game.
Speak
As
for
bad a
yourself.
season we've had,
I
at
never
least
said
we've
that.
stayed away from that top 4 conversation. I
said
think
that,
we are
mate.
out of it, but
He's offside there, surely. Oh, actually, he's not. It's a great ball. Corner. Can we get? Oh, it's in the corner.
We need a goal. Come on.
Get the corner. That's their throw. Oh.
Can't believe he stayed on the pitch that long.
Declan Rice always will. He's got that injury.
Go on.
Oh, no. Oh, I don't want to draw this game, man. Be real. How many minutes added? 4?
Won't be that long.
It
will
won't
it?
be long,
3?
actually, maybe 2.
3 minutes?
yeah, 3.
8?
Oh wait,
No, is that a sub?
No,
it's
yeah,
8.
it must be all the substitutions.
is the VAR check? Like Arteta, he really wants to.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah,
You should
good.
do, yeah.
Well, he's got to breed winning mentality into the boys.
Not only that, we've thrown away we was, let's face it, fairly comfortable towards winning. We just dashed it away.
Dash, slap dash.
Silly.
Freeze out all before I go down to the ground.
Sush
I
says,
don't know what's wrong with these man in here. They got something allergic about heating.
Sush says, would
doors
you
open,
play Lewis Skelly in the 6, Tierney left back in the first leg against PSG? That's one change rather than multiple changes to the lineup.
My God, we almost conceded again.
Damn.
We better not lose this game, I'll tell you that.
Liverpool.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, my days. That was a big chance for them.
What happened? Raya saved it.
Yeah, I
Mateta
think it's a
did
block.
really well there.
Oh, look, here we go. Cross it. Oh, cross
That
it,
is
man.
Terrible, man.
That was crap.
I do like that Sky, by
And
the
he's gone down as well.
I do like that Sky cut the clip,
That's poor
the
from
replay
Martinelli,
to
no?
show us the game, though.
Yeah, right.
Because
So.
there's so many broadcasters don't do that sometimes. So annoying.
What a throw.
How throw that is.
Look,
One,
he
two.
had time.
You could have
Look.
cut.
Oh, he should have squared it like
Of
10
course.
minutes ago.
Oh my God! Look at
pathetic.
Saka's like.
That
going,
was so
what are you
head
doing?
down, wasn't it?
He didn't even look up. You know.
But yeah, we know
Martinelli,
that's
very,
old school.
very
Old
You know
school
that?
Martinelli.
He did not even look up.
I know. This is the replay of the block. Yeah.
Oh, well done,
And then
Saliba.
good block.
That was
He's
a good
still
ball.
not redeemed himself, though. I'm sorry,
No, of course not.
because
Well,
he
you
didn't
say
even know
that,
anything
but
about it.
It's a good block.
It's a good block, but bro.
Yeah, but it's not enough to.
That was a very poor error. And now our centre
Oh!
getting bullied. We're losing everything.
We are.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Oh my God.
damn!
Palace are on us, people.
Liverpool going to win this title tonight. What are you doing?
Jeez.
It's what I was trying to tell Ty, about. It's not there yet. You know what I mean? It's not there yet, bro.
What's not there? What the
Labeling people as great and this and that. It's not there yet. This is why sloppiness like what we're seeing tonight.
Yeah. Come on, Arsenal. See out there like that. I don't know. I actually want us to go for the win. I don't even want to see them see it out. I want them to go for it.
You've never figured out how to mute that watch, have you?
No, I just end up taking it off.
Is that worthwhile, the Apple Watch? I mean, I can get one free through Vitality. I'm just thinking if it's worth it.
So
That's nice.
The
You
Apple
get me
Watch.
one.
Yeah, you have to work out and stuff.
I've been thinking about getting one,
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Can you hook me up?
No, I'm just saying you can get one through the some healthcare, but you have to work out they pay for it basically.
Oh, okay.
So you have to just it's a point.
Yeah, I think I might get one, man. There's a lot of features on there I think I could use productively.
Turkish is the man to ask.
Why Turkish?
'Cause he's got one. He's
Okay, is it a good look?
What's that?
Apple Watch.
Yeah, it's nice. It's calm.
Yeah.
It has a lot of features. I don't use half of them, but it's got a lot of shit on there. Tells the time.
That's the most important.
Yeah, that's a good start.
Outside of that, yeah, my heart rate, sometimes it pops up saying
Does he do blood pressure and all that?
blood pressure, no, heart rate, and it does a few other
Pulse and
things.
stuff like that.
Yeah, it does a
rate,
few
yeah,
things.
Yeah. Sleep monitor.
Sleep monitor,
All
yeah.
them things.
Yeah. Come on. They're going for a long throw. 4 minutes. Come on, Arsenal. Can we count on this? Where's Martinelli?
Palace
What's that
goal.
thing that these footballers sniff?
Sniff, snus.
Yeah, do you think Saliba needs some of that to wake him up? For
No. That's smelling salts. That's smelling.
No, but
salts.
does it give that type of why are these footballers so on that?
No,
What,
snus
you
makes
give him a
you
little
relax.
buzz, right?
Snus makes you just
Oh,
relax.
does it? Oh, maybe he's
It's a
taking too much of it.
Jordan
Then.
said 3-3.
calming agent.
I forgot.
Oh, yeah.
So, I
it's a calming
he's
agent,
probably not
yeah.
going
They
to
all
get
a
it.
lot
but-
of
I thought it was a stimulant.
No, it makes
It's not a stimulant.
No, it makes them relax. No, it's
Oh,
making
maybe
chill.
he's taking too much of it then. Because boy, my man's switching off from games. Man.
Obviously, we don't know if he is even using any snus, but yeah, it's tobacco. It's tobacco in your gums, isn't it? It's tobacco packs.
Oh, that's
Oh,
lovely.
nice.
Come on,
Can you give it back to me so we can overlap and run?
this is good.
Or play.
Nice.
Find the pass. Move the ball.
You waited so long that you went back. Come on.
I'll be honest, there wasn't. I don't know if there was a clear pass there though.
It's not about being clear. You need to just,
Do something. There's a cross into the back post, but last couple minutes. To
Need a moment of inspiration there.
Saka, we've got Saka and Ethan both on the pitch. And to be fair, it's not really a game where you can just run at a man.
Perhaps
They're
got
tripling
everyone
up.
back.
Ethan, back post. They're all just waiting.
Right, there you go. True.
No. They're all just waiting on the edge. On the edge. They're waiting for the cross.
Chip
There
it.
it
It
is.
was a decent ball. I like the idea.
But no one's attacking the
That was
second
shit.
ball. No one's attacking the second ball there.
Offside.
Oh, for God's sake.
Offside. Offside, people. Last 2 minutes of the game.
What do you think of Mateta?
You got player of the match? Huh? No, player of the match. No.
No, he's only just come on.
I think they could not have just given him player of the match.
They might have.
I think they're giving him player of the match. He just come on.
The way he just upended Odegaard there, that was not a good look for Odegaard. You know?
That celebration was pretty sick.
Yeah, I love that celebration, man. To me, that's the best celebration in the Premier League.
Big up Pika Humble's current one. That's trending.
Which one?
He's got a Pika. It's not in the Premier League, but one of our friends. He actually just got player of the match, though. That is
Did he?
fascinating. Yeah. I don't
Surely
think
not. He's only just come
I
on.
don't think I've seen that in a while, like a player off the bench.
Nah,
No,
you can't-
he said player of the match.
Really? Do you agree with that?
I mean, the
goal was a great goal,
Has it been
but-
great today, though? Has it not been superb?
No, they haven't. So, but I mean,
We
he's
spoke
ju-
about Pai, we spoke about Trossard, but unless Trossard gets the winner, he's not going on the pitch. So no. Oh, he is actually, sorry. Unless he gets the winner, then I think it is Mateta, yeah, I guess.
What do you think of the game, though? I mean, it's been quite a decent game to watch. Isn't it?
Weird game. I think it's been boring, but it's
It's been quite end to end.
not been like electric, has it?
Lifeless.
4 goals.
Yeah, weirdly 4 goals, and there have been other moments.
We were just talking about Apple Watches, so I mean, yeah.
13
I mean,
goals.
let's be honest. It's a game that's very low on jeopardy in it for both teams.
Well, that's the thing, but I didn't want to see that, and I was worried I was worried I was going to see that, and
Although if we do lose, then like I said, Liverpool win the title. So
Don't blame Saka for that.
I wasn't even a bad
Kiwior, you
ball.
may as well just hit it.
Yeah, there's a middle pass. There's 2 of them. You got to get in the middle. Turn.
no,
Find Ethan. Too late. Hang it back post.
That's good.
Get him
No,
done.
we didn't
Get
attack
him
it
done.
I
sufficiently.
don't mind the idea. Well, that's that, isn't it?
It's a decent ball. I don't think we really
2-2.
attacked.
Another draw.
I'm not doing a cold palm. I'm just cold.
Is he blowing the whistle
Yeah.
yet? And Arsenal drop points
Disappointing,
again.
man. Disappointing. Do you know that we've now drawn 13 games in 34 matches? That's over a third of our games this season have ended in draws. And this is what I'm saying, Cecil. When you're anointing my man as this great manager, this is what people are going to say.
Yeah, but it's different, man. Look at
It's
the,
not
look what he's
different,
done in the Champions
Cecil.
League. This
It's
is
disappointing.
It's
bro.
it's disappointing as a fan right now. But what he's done against Ancelotti and what he just knocked out the current. I'm not looking. The Premier League. Yes, your job is to kind of reinvigorate these players to go and go again. But we didn't lose. Cool, whatever the season. Like the season for me in the Premier League's done. So cool. As long as you stay in second. If we end up being second, I don't look at this game and say, "Oh well, if you won, we'll have an extra."
No, but
at this
I'm not
point."
talking
Like,
about
it's
this
what it
game
is.
in isolation. My point is that we've drawn 13 games this season.
Yeah, it's not good enough. Fair, that's fair to say. But then I've looked at some of the things that Arteta had some big wins, and I've been impressed with what he's done. Yes, we didn't win the league this season. We should have. We're considering City have dropped out of it. But I still rate Arteta. I think he's a really good. He's a really good manager.
Yeah, bro.
This is what you do sometimes. Though. You make the argument and change what.
I'm not listen, I'm just doubling down on what I was saying earlier, is that it's too early to anoint certain people, like, you know what I mean? Only Everton have drawn more games than us this
I know
season in
that.
Premier League.
Yeah.
We're not there yet. Like, and
But-
today showed it.
With all the
Today
red
showed.
cards, the injuries, and all that, yes, we didn't win it, but he's done well to stay in second.
done
Even
well
with
to
all
stay.
those draws, we're still. Listen, it's not number one. I get it. Fans get annoyed at that, but hey,
What this game does, there's the euphoria post Real Madrid and the happiness and the semi-final. We look forward to that in PSG, and then this result, which is hard to recognise in the previews because you know the game hasn't been played yet, and you're just happy about what's going on in the Champions League. But it's just a reminder that the league campaign has been a disaster,
Exactly.
and that this summer, almost whatever happens in the Champions League, you go out in the semis, you go out in the final, or you win the damn thing. There is a lot that needs to be addressed, and this game is just more evidence of it. Do I think that they were playing...
Maybe you saying it will resonate more with Cecil though, because
Hold on.
you've
hold
actually
on.
said
Hold on.
what I've said,
Hold on.
probably more graphic terms, but yet Cecil didn't
Hold
choose
on.
to.
Hold on, what was the score
Interact.
before we played Real Madrid at home? What was the score in the Premier League?
What do you mean?
What was the score before the game against Real Madrid at home?
1-1.
1-1 against Everton. What was the score in the game before Real Madrid away?
So what is your
What was
point?
it? What, I'm just like, I hear what you're saying. It's frustrating, but listen, I'm still what he's done. I'm happy with Mikel Arteta. Okay, you're saying he's not great. I never said he's God's gift. I'm just saying I'm happy. Like, I'm happy with Arteta this season. Okay, he didn't win the Premier League. It's frustrating, but if we go on and listen, we haven't won it yet. He's done. I'm giving him credit for what he's done
in the Champions League.
No one gives a fuck. Yeah.
But it's important to remember that these results are still happening. That the league campaign still happened, and no matter what, there's a lot to be addressed from there. Like, I think winning the Champions League doesn't change my mind whatsoever on what needs to be done this summer. It's not like if we win the Champions League, I'll suddenly go, actually, I was wrong about Trossard and Martinelli. They're great as sort of holding the left wing, and our midfield is great. We've got perfect balance across there. The problems are still there, but ultimately, how much I sort of, it's hard to explain because it's almost like a mood you carry about the team. And my mood at the moment is good because we're playing PSG. But this result is just a reminder of, we've literally got Liverpool here. You don't have to work for it. Think how hard we've worked. I think how hard we've worked to finish second twice. And they've been brilliant, Liverpool. And of course, it's their hard work and it's all that too. But we haven't put up a fight. And this game's just a reminder of that. Can I get any more angry about it than I was 4 months ago? This is the end of April. I was mad about this 23rd of January.
Yeah.
When
we
weren't signing a strike. I was mad about it then, 3-4 months ago. So,
but even
so
if,
I can't
even if we won the league,
muster more anger.
Yeah, same.
But it's just a reminder of the feelings I had then and that I felt for most of the season. And it's disappointing, but onto PSG.
Yeah, the point you made there's like, it's not going to change what I want in the summer. I think even if we won the league, I still want a striker. Like, things wouldn't change either. Yeah,
I disagree with that.
Really?
If we'd signed Ollie Watkins,
yeah, but
I think we could have done more. And I think every bad result is a catalyst for the next one. Like, we drew at Everton because we have our mind on Real Madrid. But what if we don't have our mind on Real Madrid for that one? What if we don't just have our mind on Brentford? What if we don't just have our mind on PSG for this? Like,
if we signed Ollie Watkins and didn't win the league, you'd still want another striker, though.
It depends how he did. I'd want another forward, but if he came in and was bagging goals, it depends how he did. He looked unbelievable against Newcastle the other day. What did our strikers do against Newcastle in 3 games?
I don't know, but
he should have had a hat-trick.
I don't know, Mikel Marino's been outscoring a lot of Premier League strikers, but so if Ollie Watkins came in and done what Mikel Marino done, what you're saying, he still wouldn't want a striker? Those same numbers.
But Watkins is more of a track record. With Marino, you don't know if he's just kind of doing a job, and he's doing it very well. I don't know. It depends how. If Watkins came in and delivered levels, and I'd be going, brilliant, we probably need another left winger and a 10. But I don't know. Listen, that's not the point. What the point I'm really trying to make is, I think if we'd still done business in January, I don't think we'd be feeling so apathetic about this end of the season. I think we could have pushed further. But ultimately, to be honest, Liverpool have just been better than us.
Yeah.
Like, in every way, they've been better. They've managed their players better than us. They've, I think they've got that balance between attack and defence a bit better. I think the one thing when we came up against them, I thought we played well at the Emirates and deserved to win it. But that's it. I still think we're a good side. I don't think the league reflects. Like, how many points are we behind them? 16, something like that. Are they 16 points better than us? I don't know. But they've been better than us.
We got to be honest,
it's a lot.
The campaign this season has been like, I wouldn't use the word poor, but it's been very disappointing, bro. I mean, look at tonight.
Everyone's disappointed. Of course, everyone's disappointed. We didn't win.
Look at tonight, Cecil. Like, Palace's last 2 away games, they've shipped 5 in both.
I know that.
Right, and we were beating them today ostensibly, and then we've just switched off and allowed them to get a point. And I just think it's kind of, like I said, the 13 draws, that draw today is just kind of reminiscent of too many games at home. I mean, you're right, for me, the title was lost back in February when we allowed West Ham to beat us at home.
Right.
After that, we all knew the title was done. It's been disappointing, man. Seriously.
Yeah,
we're better than this.
We all knew it was done.
We're better than this, bro.
We all knew it was done, so it's done. That, like, what more? I don't know what more you could. You said it. You said you thought it was done. It is done. So there's nothing more.
My point is, I'm doubling down,
but
like, because you and Ty, especially Ty, he was having a passionate rant at me because I said that we're not there yet. We've still got a lot to do.
He was also giving you a passion about that he's not getting the credit for what he done against Real Madrid, and he's right. He's speaking facts there, and that is true.
I think he has been given credit for that.
Well, I disagree. He hasn't been given enough credit for what he did against Real Madrid at all. For outside.
So what about
Ancelotti.
what we've done in the league then? What about that? Doesn't count, no?
What do you mean what we've done in the league? We haven't done it. We came second. That's not doing anything. What's
Yeah,
that
but
doing?
it's not
doing
just the
anything.
fact that we finished second. The campaign this season has been disappointing.
Which I think the whole panel agrees with.
Right,
Of course it
okay.
is. We haven't won. We were supposed to win the league this season. We haven't done that. The season's been over since.
We haven't even
Whatever.
challenged, man.
Like, and fans will say, "Oh, Saka." If we had Saka, then we could have most potentially won the league. Even I think if we had Saka, we don't win this league. We might put up more of a fight if he didn't get injured and he stayed fit for the whole season. But that is how it is. And I credit Liverpool. I'll be honest. I don't think they get enough credit because everyone says, "Oh, it's a crap league. Every teams are crap. You've won it, and because Man City have let you and the level of forget all that. Fair play to Liverpool. They were really good. Maybe we weren't the best, but they've done really well. Honestly,
I mean, my personal feeling after watching that tonight is one of disappointment because, too many draws, man.
I felt this after the draws previous, like I said before the Real Madrid game. Let's just hope we have the same formula come Tuesday or Wednesday night.
Listen, you are right to agree. If we put in a really stellar performance against PSG.
I don't care about this result.
Yeah, people will be saying, "Oh, you don't care," and that's fine. I hear that, but what I'm saying, you do have to look at your performances in the league because that's your bread and butter. That's what fans turn out to watch every single week.
But there's nothing more. There's nothing more for me that's going to come. I'll be honest.
But
as long as we
we're doing,
finish second, we're just arguing about something that.
But you know what we're doing? It's like crap analogy, I know, right? But let me land. It's like reviewing a movie before we've kind of seen it all, and it's one of those things where we talk after every game, and rightly so. If the season ends with the Champions League, I'll be over the moon. It will have been a great season. It will have been a great season. I know that's crazy for how everything else has kind of gone, but it would have been because we lifted the Champions League. We don't know how that ends. So it's one of those where, but if we don't, I'll go, look, fair play, did better in Europe than I expected, got to a semi-final or a final, and yeah, we made some strides there, but the league campaign was super disappointing, and I think, I don't know how I feel. All I know is watching that tonight, knowing the positions left Liverpool, which is all but winners, it's just a reminder of the dark parts of this season, of which there have been many. But of course, there's lots to look forward to with PSG next week. I'll be in full voice. I can't wait. I'm sure the Emirates will be absolutely rocking. I saw today that they were still struggling to sell tickets to fill out the Emirates, and to a degree, I kind of get it. But, but the highs and lows of our season have been so far apart.
I've switched off from the Premier League this season now.
I understand, but does that performance in that game not at least kind of remind you of like, I know the Champions League's been amazing, but oh god, that we've really under-delivered in the league, like beyond. And I know we've had injuries, but is it not just a reminder of that? We're still in this season, I'm not quite, Berta in the market and Champions League final. We're not there yet.
My honest truth is, I've switched off from Premier League. He rotated a lot in this game. I don't think he was too fast. A bit. Yeah, I don't think he was too Of course, I want the players to have a different energy.
Position, actually, really.
Okay, so Sterling. Okay, cool. It's maybe Sterling starting and whatnot. It's not like the full strength Saka and yeah, you're right. Actually, it's probably just really that Sterling position. But for me, like I said, I've switched off. Nothing's gonna change. Yeah, I can overanalyze his performance, but like, for what? To get us? If we won, we go a few more closer points to Liverpool, make them. But to me, it all means nothing. Maybe all this will be addressed in the summer. I hope. So I'm just like, my energy is just very like, meh, okay, cool, whatever, well done. Make sure you get it right in the Champions League. Come next week. That is it.
Any final thoughts, Turkish?
On to the big one, isn't it?
It's just how it is. Yeah,
Check that at this.
Same.
Does it not bother you a bit?
I don't know what.
It bothered me the day we signed Sterling. So you know.
Do you know what? Yeah.
I'm
But
deep,
I don't, my energy's not different to this. But you lot are just like, yeah,
January, it wasn't January for me.
I didn't say yeah, fine. I asked him. I literally
Trust
said,
you to work it back to Sterling.
I literally said to him, "Does it not bother?"
This is so typical
It's
of
true
you.
though. That's when I knew that we wasn't serious this season in terms of the league.
So typical of this man to just work it back to Sterling as if it was Sterling that
You
caused
worked
that.
it back to January. That's when you realised. I realised well.
He said
I
Feb.
realised.
No,
when
I
you-
said February.
I realised when you was
February.
dancing for Sterling. Remember
February.
that? Right here.
February.
That's when I realised.
No, I realised when we played West Ham and lost to them at home.
long
The
time.
title was done on the 22nd of February.
That's what I'm saying. So on to the big one.
Yeah, the
I'm
title's
I'm
done.
checked out of this Champions League.
But if they win the Champions League, like Jim said, no one gives one flying F about this.
It will change everything.
It will
will
be
change
unbelievable.
Absolutely everything.
Quickly, because I got asked this question at the ground.
So do you think that's fair on the fans for you to have that opinion? What about the fans that paid their hard-earned money to
Well, a lot of tickets were.
support
There
the
was.
club?
Listen.
No, but what about the fans that did watch? What about the fans that are watching the stream? What about
Then-
the fans across the world?
Then I'm happy for them. They saw 4 goals. They saw 4 goals.
No, but you said
they didn't
you
see
don't-
Arsenal win. So just because I don't care doesn't mean I don't represent every other fan. If I don't care, doesn't mean
Yeah,
they
I
have
get
to all
you.
care.
It's not. It's
Doesn't
just how
matter.
you feel about it.
That's
It's
how
not
I feel.
others.
Yeah,
I get you.
Fans might have paid a lot of money to go and watch Arsenal, and the first time seeing going to the Emirates. I speak to them all the time.
Cecil
They
But
love
more
Thomas.
us.
poignantly, that's reason to be annoyed at the players for not
Cecil, you're a
for not
disgrace.
showing up more. For Saliba, Saliba, man, that's a shit error again.
It was.
Let's
it
be
was.
honest, it's a really
you know what?
shit error.
Saliba probably has got the same attitude as this man.
But that shouldn't be the case. That shouldn't be the case. I'm not getting paid hundreds of thousands a week, and I don't play for Arsenal. I watch and I'm a fan. That shouldn't be the case. He should be performing. He should be performing. But that's something to look at. He better not do that next week. We'll have to wait and see.
Final super chats. Let's do them. I'm just saving them on. Let me just make sure I got through all them.
Some people saying celebrating second.
yeah.
No one's celebrating second, by the way. I'm just letting you know. That's just where we are.
Hell
Who-
no.
Who
Hell
on
no.
this panel looks happy?
Hell
Like,
no, mate.
oh my word.
Do not
Um,
put me in that.
Kia
Celebrating second.
says not being able to kill games has cost us the title. Apparently in the 13 draws we've led in 9 of them. Mr. says Laurie stating the obvious, we move, Champions League must be won. Rose says it's like watching a movie not knowing the ending with a sunglass emoji. I don't know if he was repeating me or agreeing with me. Kiwi, well, yeah, when deciding if this is a good or bad season, I'll see how it ends. Kiwi says Crystal Palace have been interested in Tomiyasu for a long time. If they hadn't re-signed Munoz, would they be willing to trade him? Oh, I don't know. And Kiwi is probably a good question, but I just think transfer talk's a bit above our head at the moment. And Tomiyasu don't know what's going on. Hamdi says, Cecil, you're my guy, but you're simping over the Madrid result.
I like that.
I'll take it. Because do you know what the worst thing is? Yeah, if we don't
Can you read that out again?
If we don't win, if we do win the league, if we do win the Champions League, that guy, I call you my guy and all that, but I know you'll be saying, that Real Madrid before they'll be gassed over that Real Madrid. If we win the Champions League, everyone will look back at that performance against Real Madrid. And if it's Barcelona final, they might do it again. I just know myself as well. If we don't win the Champions League, yeah, I'll look back at the
Here
season.
comes the disclaimer.
No, I'll look back at the season and say, yeah, it wasn't a good season, but I would say what Arteta done in this season, beating Real Madrid. I know I'll mark out these certain moments. I do it when we was 248 days at the top of the Premier League. I said we slapped teams differently. Yes, we didn't win the league. It's not a good season, but I always go back to certain things. I say, Mikel Arteta has done good in these situations. I know I'll do that for this season. It's not good that we haven't won anything. No, if we don't win anything, but that's what I'm just giving you the case of term of what I would say. Anyway.
Let's wrap it up. But Curtis he
What do you say?
tweeted, Yova, one question, why is Eze unmarked from a defensive corner? Fair enough, made me laugh at that one. All right, should we round it up? Go on.
Right, let's
Big thanks to NordVPN.
Yeah, let's leave on a high. Big up everyone that's joined us for this this watch along. Depending on the, I don't know what mood you are as an Arsenal fan right now, but I think all eyes are on the Champions League.
No, you've
Like
said
many
don't come on.
What?
Stand on your thing, bro. You say you
I
don't
know
give a
how I
shit.
feel.
Lads, let's wrap this up.
Yeah, I know how I feel.
We've said
You may feel differently. You might be happy. You might be happy. You might be sad. You might be indifferent.
I'm just a bit deflated, but whatever.
Big up everyone that's joined us. Like the video on the way out, and again a big thank you to NordVPN for sponsoring the stream. Love.
Here's a quick word from our sponsors.
Yes, people, if you're spending any time online, then you need a VPN. And NordVPN is your best bet.
Think of a VPN like Declan Rice, shutting down danger before it even becomes a problem.
We all know the pain of missing the 3 p.m. games every week in the UK. But if you were in, say, Australia, America, or somewhere else, it wouldn't be an issue.
And with NordVPN, you could change your location with just one click. Obviously, we would never do that. But if you did, it would work perfectly.
And if you ever use free Wi-Fi in an airport, a cafe, or a hotel, I know I've done that, you might as well have left your wallet on the table and hoped for the best. Hackers love those open networks, but with NordVPN, your data is fully encrypted, meaning your personal details stay yours.
So grab the deal at nordvpn.com/AFTV Live for 4 extra months on a 2-year plan. This is a limited time offer and it's always risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee.
Big up NordVPN, and let's get back to the video.